What exactly is our campaign name? Well, it's not a campaign; it's a one shot.
It's not a campaign.
What's
It's
the
a
one
shot.
shot's name?
Well, I had originally called it The Town, but I think now it is The Mist Christmas.
So it's called Christmas Town, Jed.
Don't say that.
The Mist Christmas. And just for you,
Okay, so it's a Mistmas.
this is why Tailspire is so amazing.
Mistless.
It's Christmas time again. Grab a hot cup of cocoa and sit down in front of the screen on your favorite Twitch channel, twitch.tv/undeadbaron.
This year is gonna be so much fun.
This year we're going to celebrate with plenty of cheer and holiday fun. It's gonna be a blast. Hey, what's going on? Hey, who's doing this? What? Well, this isn't festive at all.
Did you really think that we would leave you hanging, chat? Of course not. No. We're bringing the horror. We're bringing the blood, the gore. It's Christmas time, all right. But that doesn't mean we can't have a little fun. Care to find out what happens? Well, you'll just have to stick around and find out.
So curl on up this year. We won't have any blood, gore, murder, or ripping through human flesh this year. No, it's Christmas. Head on over to twitch.tv/undeadbaron. Merry Christmas. All right. We're in. So, we're going to start this game off. Welcome on in, everybody. Let's get it going. Christmas has come and gone once again. The whole world slept anxiously, awaiting Santa Claus to travel the whole world, bringing toys and gifts to boys and girls all over. But something odd has happened this year. Christmas didn't happen. The trees were put up, lights were strung, tinsel hung, milk and cookies left for Santa. Carolers caroled. But Christmas Eve came, and Christmas Eve went. No one heard sleigh bells all through the night. Not a kringle in sight. This year, no presents were left under the trees, no stockings stuffed. Santa never showed. 4 adventurers have taken it upon themselves to investigate the missed Christmas. They have traveled together for years, and they've learned several rumors. First, a loud explosion ripped through the countryside 2 weeks ago near the North Pole where Santa's workshop is located. No one knows what caused it. Second, surrounding villages have claimed that no elves have visited in far too long. They usually stop by frequently to buy supplies for toy making, and with Christmas drawing close, they should have needed supplies to finish Santa's presents. And third, claims of a terrible disease spreading through the North Pole have left everyone in fear for their lives. You and your longtime friends and adventuring party have all decided to find the truth of this missed Christmas. Help if you can and attempt to save Christmas for the whole world. You find a former workshop elf who is willing to guide you to the North Pole, and so you all set out on horseback, drawing ever closer to the North Pole and Santa's workshop. So as you're traveling, you have an opportunity to speak to this elf.
Oh, you should introduce our characters.
Oh shit. Hold on a second. You guys have your characters. Go ahead and introduce yourselves. I just named them and gave them classes. You can pretty much come up with your own backstories and your own like descriptions of one another. Go ahead.
I don't like elves. I ain't talking to this boy here, son of a bitch.
What? Why ever not?
You can deal with the elf. I ain't dealing with the elf. Look at him. You know, you never know. Elves, man. Elves. Trafficking and presents and shit. You never know. You never know.
What?
I ain't talking
Where-
to him.
Where are you getting all this information
What do you
from?
mean? Everybody knows. Elves are assholes.
Oh,
It's common knowledge.
I suppose I missed that note. Well, I'm sorry.
When
Hey.
did you miss the note on like elves are assholes?
Oh, 20 years ago. I don't know.
Like in general, like they're just,
Alright.
no one likes elves. Like, I mean, you can't hear us, right?
I'm pretty sure it has ears.
I mean, that's how you tell.
Oh.
That's exactly it. Look at them. Look at them with
I just very slowly pull out a journal and write in it, "Seems elves are bad." And then I close it again and put it away.
Yeah, just make sure you remember, never trust an elf.
Yes, no, I wrote it down and everything.
Did you, in parentheses, elves are assholes.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I pull out the journal again and I write in parentheses what he said. There, see? Proof, right here.
Well, shit, okay.
Yeah. Close the book, put it away again.
So we have a dwarf barbarian named Clausius. We have Nick Kringle.
That's my name.
Yep, a sorcerer. And we also have our halfling ranger, Elfie.
Hello. Pleasure.
And
as
we
always.
have our half-orc cleric, Cram.
Yes.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cram.
You guys know each other. You guys remember, you
I was
guys
about to
know
say,
each
are
other.
you senile?
Yeah.
That was my job.
Listen, lay off the shrooms, assholes. We got work to do. I was supposed to get some gifts. And I didn't get any gifts. You know how I get kind of ornery when I don't get me my gifts?
No, that's not true. You're always ornery. Don't lie.
That's not true at all. I am the most pleasant son of a bitch you'll ever meet. Ain't
And then why
nobody.
did you just call yourself a son of a bitch?
What do
See,
you
you're
mean?
already full of...
I'm going to beat the shit out of you is what's going to happen.
Well, then
Please.
I'll just sit here and be quiet. Fine.
Why don't you deal with the elf? Like, he's staring at us and shit.
I thought it was established that he was fine until we got some drinks into him.
You don't tell him that.
Did
Why would you tell him
Did
that?
we bring booze?
See, now look what you've done.
I mean, I go for a drink.
That's our celebration booze.
Oh, for Christ's
That's just-
sakes.
Okay,
That's
anyway.
after we do the
Well, we have to wait until after this is all done. You're saying like that? I didn't sign on for that.
Didn't you? Because I'm pretty sure this is your signature on this contract right here.
I'm pretty sure that I woke up here and I have a headache, so I don't know why. What are we doing again?
Well, that's what we
At this
want to
point-
talk to this elf for.
It's at this point the elf kind of turns around. You're here to save Christmas!
Shit.
At least he's practical.
I don't celebrate Christmas, though. I celebrate Orcsmas. Why?
But you wanted gifts, and now you're saying you don't
Well,
celebrate.
no, I want gifts. I mean, I'm equal opportunity when it comes to the gift stuff. But I mean, like, I don't generally actually care. But I mean, wait, did you get me something?
We'll talk about that later. Anyway, Mr. Elf, what exactly is wrong with Christmas that it needs saving?
Hey, what's going on?
It didn't happen!
Generally, if a big event doesn't
Well,
happen, it's cause for concern.
It's the 25th, though, right? Like, I mean, what? It's like the 20th.
Today's the
20th.
26th.
Oh shit.
Oh, no wonder.
Christmas was yesterday, and no gifts were sent out, and Santa didn't show. All the cookies and milk are still there where they were left yesterday.
Okay, and what do you want us to do about it?
You came to me!
Well, you looked all panicked and shit. Of course I came to you. That's what I do.
That, yeah.
You came to me and told me that you wanted me to take you to the North Pole, because I used to be a worker elf in the North Pole. So that's what I'm doing. I thought you were going to save Christmas. Should we just turn around now?
We've already
out
come
here.
this far.
We are halfway there already.
Yeah, exactly. There's no point. We might as well continue and see if anything can be done, yes?
And I mean, yeah, no. I mean, we've come too far at this point, right? Like, I think we've come too far.
We're already out here. We might as well finish the trip.
What's the worst thing that happens?
You hit the point of no return for this.
Yeah, definitely point of no return.
It's at this point that you begin to enter a massive forest, a Christmas tree forest.
Who the fuck did this?
This is a Christmas tree forest. We're almost to the North Pole. I'm not going to go much farther, so if you have any questions that you'd like answered before getting there, I suggest you do it now.
How long has it been since anybody heard from the old man?
I don't know. All we know is that Christmas didn't happen yesterday. So, there's cause for concern.
That's it. That's all you know. There's no like fucking letters or shit. Don't you like nothing? Nothing.
No, he sends the elves to do all the communication with everyone.
Are you the elf?
Oh, you used to work there, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so, like what? Do you not have any layouts, any blueprints, any instructions on how to get anywhere?
Yeah, the fuck.
Well, I don't have any. You need to ask me these things. I can't just
You
know
ditching
what
us
you want.
in the fucking Christmas tree forest and fucking off? That seems pretty fucking rude.
There's an obvious path right in front of us.
I mean, is it that obvious?
He sort of has us there.
Follow the path, and above all else, you make sure that if you stop smelling the smell of cinnamon, that you're going the wrong way.
All right. Is there anything
Cinnamon.
as far as when we get there to watch out for? Any doors that should not be opened? Anything? Any railings we should
Well,
not?
I mean, obviously, if someone lives in a home, you shouldn't just barge in without knocking first.
I mean, does Santa have like rabid, like giant fucking guard dogs? Like, what are we talking here?
No, the only thing you need to worry about is don't feed the Yetis.
What do you fucking mean, Yetis?
The Yetis that carry a sleigh.
What?
I thought it was reindeer.
No, that's just an urban legend. Reindeer don't fly.
Rather deal. What you're telling me? Yetis fly?
Yes, Yetis fly.
Yetis do not fucking fly. That's
Yetis fly.
That's the lie.
I've never seen a Yeti fly.
Yetis don't
Santa's
fly.
Yetis fly.
Oh, he has special ones. Well, la-dee-da.
Fucking.
I mean, I did hear that there was a myth that they do bounce quite well, though.
They do. That's how he gets around. They bounce.
Yes, but don't you have to feed them too much for that to happen?
Are you
No.
saying that? Are you saying that Santa's beating the shit out of like his flying Yetis in the North Pole? Is that what I'm hearing?
The Yetis eat snow cones.
Okay.
And as
Okay,
you can
so
see, there's plenty of snow.
That.
Oh,
Touche.
I feel sorry for the ones that get lemon.
So the Okay, so we got rabid yetis. I assume the place is all up to spec. There's no missing railings. Nothing that could possibly cause, a rogue elf to want union rep.
I didn't think so. I didn't hear anything about that.
Okay.
It's been several
elves are
years.
unionizing now? What the fuck?
It's been several years since I was inside of the Elf Workers Union, so I haven't been up to the North Pole in a long time.
Right. So we just walk on up. It's gonna. You know
Yeah,
what?
I mean-
What's the worst that can happen?
Look,
It's probably
I'm
gonna
just
be
worried. I'm just worried about the rumors of the disease. I don't want to go any further.
Wait, what
past
do you mean?
the
What?
rumors.
I didn't sign on for fucking disease shit. Like, what are you talking about?
There's a rumor that a terrible disease is spreading through the North Pole, and it started in Santa's workshop.
That's
Were you elves doing something you were not supposed to?
No? I don't know.
They
I
sound a
haven't
little-
been there for several years.
Okay, so was out of curiosity, were elves doing like genetic experiments when you did work there?
What's
Sounds
genetics?
Genetic things.
No, I'm sorry, Claudia. That's a different one.
It's
shot.
where you stitch things together, I think.
Oh,
You mean necromancy?
It's a different adventure.
Wait, so the elves were practicing necromancy
Anyway,
last
we're
time?
going to move on from this little side quest, and we're going to start talking about the North Pole.
Alright, so what else do we what else do you got? What is?
There was another rumor of a loud explosion that happened close to the North Pole instead of the forest to the north, and nobody knows what caused it.
An explosion.
Massive explosion.
Right. So like
It wasn't
a
me.
disease and an
Heaps
explosion.
of booms.
Why the fuck are we doing this again?
To save
mean-
Christmas.
Save
Yes.
Christmas, and there's bragging rights associated with that.
Ross,
mean-
I mean, if you're so concerned with getting your gifts, they're probably in Santa's workshop right now.
Wait a second. Is this
you just gave
Are
him a
we-
shortcut.
Are we running a heist on Santa's lair? Because this I can get behind.
Of course you can.
Look, you'll
Because
be
like,
able to
you
acquire
know what's
your
better
gifts.
than my presents? All.
Everyone else's.
You know what?
Sound like
I think I got all the information I need to know.
I have deep
Very
concern.
good. Then I
Agreed.
leave you here. And what you'll need to do is make sure that you follow this path. There are several paths that branch off of this one. But if you stop smelling the smell of cinnamon, you're going the wrong way. Turn back around until you smell cinnamon again.
Alright,
Okay.
cinnamon. Got it.
And so the elf veers off and waves you goodbye, and you head off on your horses through the path through the Christmas tree forest.
Alright, so everybody's in agreement we're robbing Santa Claus, right?
That's not
sign
what I
up
said
for
at all.
What do you mean? Come on. This just makes sense. Like, he's not taking care of the gifts. He doesn't need them.
Is he even still alive?
I mean, does it matter?
It sort of does. If we have to tell every person in the world that Santa Claus is dead, that's going to be a hell of a lot of a
We don't
job.
have to tell, we don't have to tell people shit. That's why we go in, we get
we
the
don't
gifts.
tell them, then what is going to become of Christmas?
I mean,
They'll celebrate it next year in the hopes that the fat bastard returns.
this seems like a them problem.
But then are you going to be grumpy again next year when you don't get presents? Because I do not want to be a part of that.
I am not grumpy at all. I am in
All of you are going to make the first roll of the one shot. I need everybody to make an intelligence check.
Alright, and how do we do that again? It's been a bit.
Go into D&D Beyond. And
You haven't
find
assigned
your
my character
intelli-
yet, by the way.
You have to select it.
I won't let me. It says available characters in campaign and won't let me click on them.
It won't let you click on them for
Nope.
claim?
Yeah, it won't let me claim them.
Okay. Refresh the page.
Yeah, how about invite me again? Maybe that'll work.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, intelligence check.
Thought this was already done, Baron.
See, there we go. It was.
get it?
Whatever happened between the last time we played now. Be good
Did
now.
you get it?
Yep.
Alright, cool. So you're all gonna make intelligence checks.
Alright, let's see here.
It called me a grave robber.
I got the 9.
A 9.
Alright.
I got a 3.
A
Could be
3.
A fucking
No one's
3.
going to make a realization here.
Alright. We'll get there.
Keep going. Who else? I've got 2 numbers, a 9 and a 3. Who else needs their...
So it starts working.
Okay. Well, it says right here that the grave robber. I think that's supposed to be me.
A what?
A 6.
A 6, okay?
Yeah,
We're
a s-
missing 1.
Alright. Intelligence check 17.
A 17! And who is this? Cram?
No.
Oh, no. No, Elfie. Elfie!
You're right for
You
the
make a
halfling.
sudden... During this conversation about Santa possibly being dead and Christmas needing to be saved, you suddenly make a realization. If Santa's dead, then that means the job position is open. Somebody could become Santa.
Quick, somebody
You can
call Tim
keep
Allen.
this. You can keep this to yourself, or you can share it with your party.
I will mention it to the party that, hey, I mean, there's an open position for, somebody to be the fat bastard again. If he's, out of commission.
Does that mean that person has to become fat? Is that how that works?
I don't think so.
I mean, you're already getting a little weighty. If you keep eating the way you've been eating.
Listen, these are called emergency rations. You eat them quickly.
Well, when you eat all of the emergency rations before we go anywhere where there can become an emergency, it becomes just fucking us over and having no food.
No, it becomes having a reserve. Yes, that's what it is.
Listen, fatty.
Look, if the position's open, we could step in, be under new management, and be in a more lucrative career. Let's just put it that way.
There's a whole glorious North Pole right ahead of us.
So what you're saying is,
We could corner the market on the holiday.
You want to corner the market on Christmas? We could offer a subscription service to Christmas.
Yes, but Claudius, you got the best beard for it.
That is true.
Fuck that.
That means you'd
The
have
smell
to
of cinnamon begins to waver.
Oh shit! I guess
Ouch!
we should probably
That-
follow that.
The little bastard said if we stopped smelling cinnamon, we're going the wrong way. So which way did the cinnamon come from? Do you remember?
I'm not sure. Where's that taste?
Whoever
coming from?
would like to lead the party, make a survival check.
All right.
Grumpy should volunteer.
Well, the ranger is apparently not good at ranging today.
All right, I'll roll. 10.
Hey,
No!
Oh, good lord.
If you call this wayfinding, we're going to never find what we're supposed to.
I don't think the floor is gonna cut it.
no, a 10, a 4, they don't cut it. You wander the forest. You wander the forest down paths and in between trees. Tinsel getting stuck inside of your armor and on your clothes. Until finally, about 3 hours later, you find
3
the
hours
smell of
later.
cinnamon once again
Oh, thank fuck.
and continue down the path.
I've never been so relieved to smell cinnamon.
Listen, I've had a bit of a cold lately. Like, this isn't really my fault.
You know,
I'm not half for. How do you think I deal with in winter?
What's that?
You begin to hear the sound of sleigh bells in the distance. You can also
well, now
see
you've
lights.
done it.
You can also see lights as you finally make your way to what seems to be the North Pole. You break through the trees and are greeted with a large city, a town. As you arrive in town, you are met with a small group of buildings made from wood and stone surrounding a massive Christmas tree with presents and gifts surrounding its base. Elves mill about the town, moving presents from one place to another. They don't seem to be concerned with a missed Christmas. No one is rushing frantically, preparing, or sad that Christmas was missed this year. They simply move about town, moving presents and making toys. The feeling is eerie and quiet.
Oh, that looks so good.
This is concerning, to say the
None-
least.
None of you loudmouths make a peep, okay?
What? I mean, it's just a bunch of fucking elves. What's the worst they can do?
If they gang up on us, they'll tear our fucking heads off, is what they'll do.
I mean, what? I mean, they don't seem concerned, but I mean, are they evil? I mean, how do you fucking? Why are you worried that they're just gonna off us? I think it'll be fine.
I don't know. They seem to be making toys and doing all that despite Christmas being fucking done with. So I think if they mistake us for a toy, they might just disassemble our asses.
Jesus, I thought I hated elves.
I don't hate them. I'm just very, 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 very easily frightened.
Why don't we just kidnap one of these little bastards and fucking put the screws to them and find out what the fuck's going on?
I would say let's find one that's in charge and just ask him if he knows what's going on.
I mean, but if something bad's going on here, then like, do you think that could go very badly?
What, do you want to interrogate like a union worker? See if he's, gonna cop to some bad working conditions?
Listen, I absolutely want to grab one of them, and I want to throw them up against the wall and find out what's going on.
I'm not saying to just run up and grab one. I'm saying just walk up to the closest one, just ask who's in charge and where we can find them. See if they can lead us to someone that's like a union rep or something.
But I think I have a way to gauge what they'll do.
Alright, what's the plan then?
I'm going to cast a minor illusion of just a random person showing up and saying hello, and we'll see what they do with it.
That's a fucking good idea. And if they get all creepy, we'll just kidnap one of the motherfuckers.
Sure.
All right, where are you going to cast this? If you guys look at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, there is a little line with an M under it. That's your measuring tool. You can click on that, and then you can show where you would like to place things.
Oh, that's cool as shit.
That's not going to be helpful in this current view.
No, it is not.
It's not going to be helpful?
No, I can measure the distance between the characters, sure.
No. I can see when you use the radial, the circle,
that's
the
cool as
sphere.
shit, man.
I can see where that is, so you can just hover it over where you would like to place your illusion.
But what I'm saying is that all we can see is each other.
What?
Yes.
We're mostly just staring at each other's figures.
I can see.
You are in exploration mode now.
Yeah.
I can
You
see.
just use WASD, Q and E. That'll
Yep.
move you.
Now you can
Scroll your mouse. Yeah.
There you go. There's a present right there.
Yes, but how can I rotate?
Q, E. That'll
Q,
rotate
E.
you.
You can also click in your middle mouse to rotate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, use the middle mouse to rotate.
You can zoom in and out with your middle mouse. Where would you like to place this illusion?
I think you might want to check something first.
Is it not working for you?
You assigned me to one of these NPC things that are hidden right now.
Hold on a second. Oh, no. Okay, so you'll need to click on the token when... Okay, look. Click on your token. The guy with the bag. Now you can move him.
Excellent.
There you go.
Alright.
Okay, so I think I want to place this guy right here.
Right there at the end.
Yes, to make him very nice and visible.
Oh, shit.
All right. You all watch as Nick Kringle moves his fingers and does a little dance, and then magic flows through his fingertips and out into the air. and it slowly builds the image of a man in the middle of town. What would you like him to do?
He can only say something very brief. So he's going to say, "Hello there," over and over.
As you all
Tailspire,
watch
buddy. We're using
this
Tailspire.
illusion yell out, you watch as a lot of the elves in the immediate area turn around and face him. And almost in unison, all of their heads begin to cock to the side, like a dog trying to understand something.
That's unnerving.
I told you they were reflecting their little heads.
I told you we should have just
Yeah.
kidnapped one.
Yeah, but what if it hollered out for the others?
Oh, that's what a swift kick in the face is for. Well, let's see what they do to the guy. Can you get him to? Are you able to make the guy say anything?
Other than
Well-
hello.
Nothing like any like. Can you make him say anything?
I don't know if I can adjust it once it's set.
Listen, it's fine. Let's just watch then. See what they do.
A few of the elves begin to move up close. They seem to have dropped what they were doing, and they're just coming over to investigate. They stand there, silent, motionless, and watch the illusion, tilting their heads from side to side.
The tilting is unnecessary.
I told you that elves were creepy.
So
I feel like this is a personal prejudice person.
maybe.
What do you mean? You think that a dwarf would dislike an elf? What? Come on. Look how creepy they are. They're creepy as shit.
Yeah,
Creepy as fuck.
they are that.
Yes, I have to agree with Claudius.
So now what do we do? They're just standing there staring at it like idiots.
Listen, I mean that. Honestly, that seems like a really good thing. Why don't we grab this little fucker by the horses? Drag him
If
off
you
into
think
one
you
of the
can be
buildings.
quick enough.
I mean, there's. I mean, I think we got a chance. Look at how tiny he is. The four of us, we could grab him.
If he has giant strength, I swear to fuck.
Why would he? He's so tiny, though.
Well, what are you trying to say? Size matters?
Yeah, size absolutely matters. It doesn't matter what you've been told. Look
Whatever.
at him. He's right over. He's all by himself. He's just by himself with his stupid, goofy ass little hat.
Well,
because
go ahead then,
I just
hater of
wa-
elves.
What do you mean? That hate's a strong word. Strong dislike. Strong dislike.
Okay then, but that doesn't sound good. If I
I'm
told
not
you,
very stealthy either. I'm like a fuck. You see how all these muscles and they glisten in the light? I think, if anything.
is that what those are?
What the fuck do you mean? I will fuck
You-
What?
Wait, what?
I take it he's suggesting that either myself or one of us goes in and, just covers the mouth and drags him into the
Yeah,
stables
just
for interrogation
Drag him into the stairway and just pull him on in. Look, he's right there. What's the worst thing that? Look at his stupid little fucking shoes. Look at his stupid little fucking shoes. This is gonna. It's not.
What?
His stupid little fucking shoes.
That's the part I always liked best, is the little curl in the shoes. It's
Then you
adorable.
have terrible fucking taste in shoes. But I'm telling
I
you,
do. Look at mine. I
the
mean,
only
they're fucked.
problem is, what if he has bells on? All them rattling bells might be a problem. I can't see. Does he have any bells on?
Yes, there are bells on the tips of his shoes.
Alright, so that's gonna be a problem. He's got little bells on them fucking things.
Okay, look. One of us just has to knock him out, and the other one grabs him by the feet, holding the bells so they don't make a sound.
Exactly.
It's
All
a
at the
two-person
same time.
operation.
Yeah, two person. Not me, though.
Not it.
Not it.
What?
All right.
The elf you're observing begins to walk away
God
All right,
damn
let's
it.
fucking do.
from
Oh,
what
come
he's
on.
doing. He goes around the corner of the building.
Okay, that's good. If there's nobody else there, we can grab it.
Well,
That's what you get when you wait so long and plan absolutely nothing.
What do you mean? It was a good plan. If you guys had fucking
What
stuck with the
plan?
if you'd stuck with the plan to fuck the elf up, we'd be good. But no. Now we're standing here fucking looking like idiots. Fine.
You hadn't given your illusion any other instructions, so it just stands there, perfectly still. And the elves are beginning to cock their heads more and begin to walk up closer. One of them begins to stretch a finger out in an attempt to touch him.
As that little guy is stretching out his finger, before he touches the illusion, I want the illusion to say, "Personal space, little man. Personal space. Now what's wrong?"
The elf cocks his head to the side, suddenly at the sound that the illusion makes. Where is the sound coming from? Is it coming from the illusion or is it coming from you?
It comes from the illusion.
It comes from the illusion. All right. Cocks his head to the side, and you hear it speak. Personal space. And the others cock their heads, and both of them in unison say, personal space.
Nope, this is fucked. I'm done. Sorry, lads, but here we go.
Yeah, I think there's no choice. We gotta kill him.
What? I wasn't thinking kill. I
What
was
do you
thinking put them the fuck to sleep.
What do you mean put him to sleep? Like I get it. Put him to sleep, and I start to like heft my axe and look at him,
Not the permanent kind of
just
sleep.
nodding with a
actual
big
sleep.
smile on my face. Yeah, I got it.
Other side of the X, not the pointy end.
That's not the fun side.
Yes, but it's also not the
You know
murder
what,
side.
Let's go find that little fucker that like you. Can you like have your illusion like run the other way, and then we'll follow that solo elf and go beat the shit out of him.
It's just a mind illusion. It can stand somewhere. It won't look as though it's walked there. It'll just teleport there somehow.
We'll teleport it over by the fucking tree so they follow it. Like they look stupid.
Honestly,
Sure.
I think we could walk past most of them.
Yeah, but if they're turned around, we definitely can walk past them.
You know what? Have it your way. I'm done arguing with you. Here. And I move the illusion slightly towards the trees, like in between the...
3 feet to the left.
Like, I
3
move in
feet.
here.
Where are you moving it?
Right
Okay.
there.
There's so many
you move
fucking
the
elves.
illusion as far as it will go, as close to that tree. It disappears from existence and then reappears behind the elves. All of them suddenly begin looking around, confused, and then cock their heads to the side once again. They turn around and can now see the man. And they all just stand there, staring at him.
They are not the brightest bulbs in the forest.
The illusion will say... It's a surprise to me that a Christmas tree this big could be built by creatures so small. Just to see if they'll get angry with them.
They cock their heads to the side again, and then begin to walk away and go about their business.
They're sensitive to insults. We can use this.
Maybe they're noticing that your spell's dog shit. Why do we keep
How
you
about
around?
you go fuck yourself?
I mean,
I don't care.
definitely do. They don't seem to give a shit. Maybe they won't care. I got an idea. I'm gonna take a couple steps forward.
All right.
I'll dispel the illusion in the
I'm
meantime.
gonna like
'cause
walk.
it's
I'm gonna
useless.
hide behind the present. Dun, 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 dun.
I will keep an eye on where he's going with this by hiding near one of these horses.
All right.
Actively trying to stealth.
We're like dun, 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 dun,
Trying to
dun.
stealth.
You mean trying to sneak around?
Yes. I'm not gonna go about announcing that I'm about to stealth by just saying stealth.
I feel like they're
the more
like,
they're just they're talking amongst themselves, just slowly creeping up.
I'm just gonna start walking.
I think at that point right there, when you get to that corner, something will draw your attention. Your attention is drawn away to the edge of town. It's going to be behind you, over by this pile of snow over here.
I don't like that.
You see one of those elves that had been investigating the illusion is walking in that direction, and you begin to hear laughter. The laughter of two elves. They come around the corner kicking a small ball and picking up snowballs and throwing them at one another as they try and kick the ball. One of the elves winds up for a big kick and lands a solid hit, sending the ball through the air. It arches high and soars down the path before impacting the elf that was investigating the illusion earlier in the face, before it plops to the ground. This elf suddenly stops, showing no reaction other than freezing in place. Its attention is drawn to the children, who didn't really notice where the ball went, as the elf children immediately began to make snowballs and throw them at one another. The elf's eyes will fall to the ground where the ball sits, and then back up to the elf children playing snowball fight. He'll then tilt his head to the side, observing, and then bend over, pick up some snow, and begin packing a snowball, which just falls apart in his hands, the snow falling back to the ground. He'll cock his head again to the side, watching the children as they build more snowballs and throw them at one another. And then he'll attempt a second time, picking up a handful of snow and packing it into a nice, neat snowball. You watch as the elf raises his hand and attempts to throw the snowball. But it doesn't go anywhere. It flies backwards, like a child who's never thrown a ball before in his life. It arcs high and then falls back to the ground. The same elf cocks his head again, trying to understand what's going on. And once again, he picks up snow, packs an even more perfect snowball this time, and then winds up and throws the snowball. It soars perfectly through the air, but misses its mark, does not hit anyone, just flies between the two children elf, before pelting into the ground. The elves laugh, and then begin to play again. The strange elf stands and observes, tilting his head to the side, before you all hear an uncanny ha 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 ha. The strange elf watches a moment longer, and then resumes walking down the path through the village. The two elves, obviously shaken, retreat out of sight, and you're left with an uneasy feeling.
Are we gonna talk about that?
That was creepier than all hell.
What are you even talking about?
Alright, so there was these
I'm the one that noticed, right?
Huh?
I was the one that noticed, correct?
You would have all seen it.
Alright, just
I
make sure.
think as soon as Clausius stopped and began staring and y'all could hear the commotion, you would come around the corner and see it for yourselves.
Just
So you
turn
all saw it.
directly around, just
Yeah,
in the open.
you all saw it.
You see that shit? You see that shit?
That was definitely creepy.
It's like,
Okay, point made. Elves are fucking creepy.
yeah, no, I told you. I fucking told you they're creepy, but that's a little bit more creepy than I remember. That's like,
Level creepy?
it's like they're, I don't know, it's like they're,
It's like
It
possessed
did-
creepy.
it did the same thing to fucking your illusion too. It just kind of fucking stared at him.
Yeah. Maybe if it had the illusion longer, it would try to imitate it.
Well, it did,
Okay.
didn't it? It said what the illusion said.
It said, yes, well, it said personal space.
Which you said, or like the illusion said.
Well, yes, but in a bit more of a live way.
Yeah, like it's like they're not. It's weird as shit. So I'm suddenly rethinking my idea of kidnapping and beating the shit out of these things. Maybe we
Yeah.
avoid them.
Just
I
get inside the
agree.
workshop is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, let's. What is that? Oh, here comes one.
You watch as this elf begins to walk past, and right as it gets about here, it seems to just trip and fall face first into the ground. Flat on the ground. No reaction, just lays there a moment.
Oh man, they're really stupid.
I'm going to pretend I'm a
And then-
statue.
Just
Pushes
hiding behind its
itself
present.
back up to its knees, stands up, and then continues to walk.
That's it, they're probably undead. They're all fucking undead.
Listen,
Okay,
they don't got like parts falling off of them.
Maybe they're freshly undead. I don't
Maybe.
know.
Fucking, this is some weird shit. This is some weird shit. Okay, I was not expecting. Ha.
I thought this was what you meant when you said elves are creepy.
No, this is a little bit more. This is like elven creepy cranked up to like 110.
Alright. So
Oh.
I'm thinking, stop me if I'm having a bad thought here, Claudius, is take my tiny self, sort of try and hide among the giant tree, sort of see what's going on.
Yeah, if I get closer, you find out. You find out what's going on. You want us to toss
Oh,
you?
After the events of the last job, no.
We could just toss you over there in the tree. It'll be fine.
Not
What's
in
the worst that
tree.
could happen?
What's the
Among
worst?
the presents.
What do you mean? We could toss you in the tree. So it's fine. Just go.
Listen, before you say no, you should know that he's a very good tosser.
Very good at tossing.
I am aware.
Still a no?
Let's stick to ground level for now.
Fine.
And I'll sort of dart across the path quietly,
God, he's so bored.
Sure.
stealthily.
Sure.
And try and hide among the presents.
Yeah,
Better luck in
sure.
the situation.
Make a stealth check.
Alright. Come on. Ow, fuck! not my best work.
I
You
imagine
guys-
it didn't go
Say
well.
what you guys roll, by the way, because it's
Six.
not showing up on in the game.
How much?
6.
You'll dart into the tree, underneath the tree, and amongst all the presents. From underneath the tree, you'll be able to peer out and observe several of the elves as they move about town. As you watch, you can see them just moving and milling about. Some of them go over to a couple of boxes of presents, pick them up, and then bring them over to the tree.
You immediately noticing?
One of them will get close enough right in front of you and will bring that box over and place it under the tree in the pile that you were hiding behind. It then will look up and immediately see you and cock its head to the side. You've been made. He can see you.
Instinctively tries to put a present in front of my face.
I think this is the part where he fucking dies.
As you kind of reach around to some presents that are sitting on top of other presents and slide the present in front of your face, the elf just kind of wanders away.
There's no fucking way that just went.
Well, he's way more stealthy than I thought he was.
Either that or the elves are extremely brain dead.
It's like they're running on autopilot, like they're pretending to be us, or they don't know how to be us.
Well, they wouldn't want to be us. They would want to be elves, right?
Well, no, the point is, like, I mean, like, normal. They're different.
Oh.
Well, elves aren't normal in general, but, like, literally,
No.
they're not normal. You saw the other elves. They seem
Yes.
normal.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
jumped and ran.
Alright. So for the time being, I feel like I'm in the clear.
Okay.
I feel like we should already get the fuck out of here because it's getting hairy.
Try to go through to the other side, staying behind the presents.
Sure. As you do, you will come around to the other side of the tree, and if I can get the right viewpoint, looking out of the tree, you will see Santa's sleigh. And just as you were told, there are 8 Yetis chained to the sleigh full of presents. There seems to be an elf that is tending to the sleigh. He seems to know what he's doing, working on the sleigh, tightening bolts, moving about the sleigh, tending to the Yetis. He will dart his attention to some of the other elves that are walking around the area, and then immediately will avert his eyes and go back to what he was doing.
Alright. Give sort of a signal to Claudius and the group of like, there's Yetis over there.
As you begin to make this signal, this elf that has been working on the sleigh will see you. You rolled really low on your stealth check. He'll immediately draw his attention to you. He will begin to look around left and right, and then will motion for you to come and follow him.
I'll gesture to the other, to my compatriots to back me up.
So you all see Elfie has just gestured for you guys to come with him.
What else are we gonna do here? Let's go.
Hell, I'm not about to stand here and watch the creepy elves do more creepy elf shit.
Let's go.
So he'll dart across, trying to stay out of line of sight.
You all see Elfie run past this sleigh, and as you guys come around the corner, you are immediately met with the sight of 8 Yetis. Massive Yetis. All tied up to the sleigh.
Holy shit.
The elf that sort of gestured to me, he seems more, with his senses than the others.
He's not acting like the others. When he noticed you, he didn't cock his head to the side.
Alright.
And he looked around and motioned to you. He's kind of huddled up next to one of the Yetis. He's got the Yeti's attention is drawn to him and is watching him, along with the others that are on this side of the sleigh.
Alright.
Wait, I'm here.
You are all free to move right now.
Well, don't mind me.
What the fuck is going on?
Who are you?
We're here to hell.
To save Christmas!
Yeah, that. Definitely not here to rob Christmas.
You're here to save Christmas.
Yeah,
That's the
definitely
plan.
that one.
Christmas is done. It's over.
No, it'll just move a day, it's
It's
fine.
just a day late. It'll be fine.
We're just gonna see what happens.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean Christmas is done?
I mean, it came and went, and we didn't bring any presents. Santa hasn't been seen for a week.
Yeah, that seems like you fucked it up. That seems like you fucking failed. That Christmas didn't happen. That's why we're here. Where's my fucking presents?
It's not our fault. We haven't seen Santa in a week, and Santa drives the sleigh. We have all the presents here. They're underneath the tree. The sleigh is loaded up. All he needs to do is leave, deliver the presents, and come back for more.
All right, what about all the creepy? What's with the creepy fucking elves going
I
around?
don't know what's going on with them.
What do you
They're
mean the
acting
creepy shit? How do you not
strange.
know?
They're acting strange. At first it was just one or two, and then it was more and more and more.
Are these like new
Oh.
elves? Or are these like fucking old elf buddies like fucking getting
I
creepy?
know every single elf in Santa's town, in the North Pole. I know all of them, and they are not them.
Interesting. I fucking knew it. It's
Hold
fucking
on.
creepier fucking elves.
I mean- They are them. They are them. They're just acting strange.
Wait, so
Okay.
I asked Blumble if he remembers having the hot cocoa last year, that it tasted different than this year. And he said in a very monotone voice, yes, it does taste different from last year. Last year's had more peppermint. So it's him. It's still him, but he's weird.
It's like he's not all there, is what you're saying.
I don't know.
when did people start to
I
get
think-
strange?
I think it has something to do with the loud explosion that we heard inside of the Christmas tree forest not too long ago.
We went
couple
there
of the elves-
earlier.
A couple of the elves went out to go and investigate, and shortly after that, people started acting weird.
And there were rumors of a disease. Is that
A disease? There's no disease here.
What the fuck else you call creepy elves being creepy as shit?
I don't know.
Okay, let's all calm down for a moment. I feel like things are getting quite heated. Listen, has anyone actually physically been over to Santa's home or whatever to see how he's doing?
Well, no.
Do you know where Santa's home is?
Yes. Well, it's far up in the mountain. It's not exactly the easiest place to get to. But Santa came down from his home and he was working in town a short while ago, just a week before Christmas.
Then where in town did you last see him?
About a week ago.
Yeah, that
He
would be
was-
when, but where?
He was here tending to the Yetis, preparing for the trip. And then he went into the workshop. He was in the workshop for a short period of time, and then he went off into town. I don't know where into town he went.
So this all
So-
started with the thing from the forest.
The
crash.
explosion, I believe. I think you should go and investigate it if you're here to save Christmas.
Wait, what do you mean we? Why aren't you helping to save Christmas?
I'm the Yeti Tamer. I'm the Yeti. I deal with the Yetis. That's my job.
Can I ride a
I think
Yeti into battle?
I fix the sleigh, and I feed the Yetis snow cones.
That's it? That's all you do?
Well, somebody has to tend for these wild beasts.
actually? Yeah, that's a fair point.
And what's your name, by the way?
My name?
Yes.
My name's Harry.
Pleasure to meet you.
Well, hang on a flying minute. Weren't we told earlier never to feed a Yeti snow cones?
No, that's the only thing they can eat, and they're only supposed to eat from me.
Wait,
They
wait,
get-
Oh.
only from you? Why from just you?
Well, because I have a a pact with them
How did
You
you get a
keep them
pact
calm.
with a Yeti?
through magic.
Go on.
So you're the one who keeps them calm and docile.
Yes. So I need to be the one to cast a spell on the snow cone and give it to them and feed them. If I don't and somebody else feeds them, they go
Oh, bless you.
wild.
All right,
Let's not have that happen.
Oh.
is there any other normal ass elves, or are you the only one left?
I don't know.
You've sort of been keeping a low profile.
Yeah, you're super
Yes.
fucking useless. Jesus.
Yes, I've been keeping a low profile because everybody's been acting very strange. There's a few children that play snowballs here in town a few times. I've seen them, but I can't draw attention to myself in case
what
everyone's
are they-
in on something.
Goddamn, what are they putting in the presents?
Presents,
Is it
toys.
just presents? There's nothing in the toys? It's not like severed heads or
I mean,
anything?
if someone's bad, then we put coal inside of the present box.
No, I mean the creepy elves, not what you put into it.
I don't know. I haven't been observing them.
See, this
He only works with the Yetis. I don't think he does present production.
I hate you. All right, you know what?
It's just loading more work into our backs.
Yeah. Fucking let's go find
It's
out what
my
happened
job
first.
to fix the sleigh, tend to the Yetis, and guide the sleigh when Santa goes out to deliver presents.
You know, there's probably easier things to carry a sleigh, right? I mean, it's not even that big of a sleigh, to be frankly honest.
What are you talking about? They can jump 3,000 miles in one bound.
Yeah, it just seems super unnecessary. Have you thought about
They
like
bounce.
horses? Maybe,
Do you think you could get across the entire planet with horses drawing your sleigh?
maybe.
Actually, a 3,000-mile jumping Yeti is actually pretty efficient.
Have you tried enslaving an air elemental?
Dragons, maybe.
Listen, I think there are more pressing matters than the efficiency of Santa's sleigh.
Okay, but I do
Okay,
want to
fine.
say the efficiency is dog shit.
No! It's Yeti shit.
I'm not
He's
gonna
got to
laugh
be
because
there.
that wasn't funny, little fuck.
It was so funny. Look
It
at
was
my
not
smile.
funny at all. Fuck him.
Look at my face, this huge smile. Of course it was funny.
All right, so where the hell, where in the forest was this explosion?
It's to the north. If you head out of town past the workshop and begin heading north, you can follow the path. Just follow the path. There's only one path that leads north.
We tried following one path earlier and we ended up, I don't even know where, before we ended up here.
So that's because in order to get to the North Pole, you have to use the magic of the North Pole. You have to smell cinnamon the whole way. If you don't smell cinnamon, you're going the wrong way. Not many people know that.
We knew that.
It's a magical forest.
Yeah, we totally
So
knew
if
that.
you're leaving the North Pole, you can leave. It's just one path out. But the moment you try and come back into the North Pole, there's paths everywhere, and only one of them smells like cinnamon.
Okay.
All right,
makes
got
sense.
it.
So, when you leave town, you can leave. Just follow the path out.
North.
Just follow the path out and look for the signs of the whatever that big boom was. And then, when you're coming back into town, be sure that you're on the path that smells like cinnamon. Otherwise, you'll be lost in the Christmas tree forest forever.
Can we have a Yeti to guide us?
No,
Come on.
I don't think you're gonna let him. I don't think he's gonna let you part with the Yetis.
Can we take an elf as collateral?
Yes, collateral.
an elf is collateral.
No, like our insurance that, you're not just sending us to our dooms. You wouldn't send a fellow elf to his doom, would you?
They're all crazy.
Well, then why don't you come with us?
Because he has tend to the Yetis. If not,
Yes.
there's no village left if they
Fine.
go visit.
Fine. Okay.
Can you
what?
imagine what
Yeah.
this place would be if 8 Yetis went wild?
No, you're right.
Right.
You're right. I get it. So how about, can we have a magical snow cone?
Why would you want a magical snow?
Why wouldn't I want a magical fucking snow cone?
Because they make you docile.
Can we get like 15
That
or 20
sounds
of
like
those?
just what
That actually wouldn't be too bad.
Can we get a couple of those for the road?
I'll give you snow cones, but I'm not putting any magic in them.
Oh, come
No.
on. There might be a
Look, he needs it.
situation that we need a snow cone magic thingy.
But if you need to use those axes or that bow or your weapons that you have on you, you won't be able to because you'll be docile.
No, I'm talking about against whatever. Like what happens if there's like an evil army of elves out there? You want me to kill them? I'm just gonna like grin and like point to the axe. Cause I'll do it. I will chop the shit out of some elves.
Claudius, calm down. Harry, what was the spell? So we know if someone else is trying to use it, we can make sure to stop them.
No
This
one
guy
else.
gets it.
No one else will use a spell. It's a family spell. It's been passed down from one user to the other throughout my family's lineage.
So no, brothers, you got a grandpap out there that's gonna come out and use it against us?
No, I don't. Well, he did leave the North Pole. He retired about 2 years ago.
To do what?
I don't know. He left the North Pole.
Did he like become a cobbler or something?
Yes, I
Does
suppose
he drive like
retired.
people around in like wagons and shit, and then is an asshole? Because I think
No.
we might have met him.
No, I've heard of that guy. He's worse.
Oh, what do you mean he's worse? What's wrong with that guy?
I mean, he's worse. He's a straight up asshole.
Well, at least we agree on something. So what do we get if we would? You know what? Never mind. I ain't got time for this shit. Let's just fucking
Let's go.
let's go check on the fucking presents.
Thanks for the intel, Harry.
Hey, asshole! I expect when you talk to Santa, you tell him I get double presents. Otherwise, I'm not doing this.
I'm certain Santa would agree. if you
Triple
say
presents.
Christmas. Very well.
Just send the big man my regards. It's been a while.
Triple.
No, you said double. You're getting
I
double.
said
Shut
triple.
up. Let's go.
Goddammit! Do you want Christmas saved or not?
I'm doing it. I'm saving it. Look, I'm out. Goodbye.
Fine.
Off to save Christmas.
So as you begin to walk through town, you're going to pass through some of these elves, and as you pass by them, they will stop what they're doing and cock their heads to the side and watch you walk by.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna-
walk
like-
up to one of them, and I'm gonna say, "Elves are smelly and assholes, and no one likes them."
Oh God. God
I-
damn it.
As we're
Elves
walking past these,
Are smelly and assholes, and no one likes them.
Do we have like 3-4 hours so I can teach all of them this?
no,
You sure?
No.
No. No,
I'm
we do
pretty
not have
sure.
time.
All right, fine. Just
We
one
don't have
more
time.
thing. One more thing. I'm gonna walk up to one of the gifts and I'm gonna open it.
Sure.
Just gonna open one.
Okay. You pick up a gift, and on the tag it reads, "To Sally, love Santa."
Yeah, fuck you, Sally. Let's see what's in here.
You open up the gift and unwrap it, furiously shredding the paper and removing the bow. And inside is a hair bow. A big, pink, flowery hair bow.
Well, okay, this wasn't what I thought, and I'm just gonna drop it.
What? It might look great on you.
Listen, I was just wondering if the creepy elves were putting creepy things in the presents.
Oh, were you expecting a severed head?
I think he
you
was
really wanna-
expecting a severed head.
You want to go
As you
through?
walk
Wait a second.
through the town, some of the elves will take notice of you, their heads cocking to the side as they observe you.
Oh,
As you
yes.
continue your walk, you begin to hear footfalls behind you.
Nope. Make sure we're not
As you
being
spin around, you are met with 5 elves following you by about 15 feet. As you turn to face them, they will stop, and after a moment, their heads will cock to the side in unison.
How close are these elves together?
They're pretty well grouped. Some of them are a little bit farther away from others, but they're pretty well grouped.
Okay, time for these assholes to go to sleep. I cast sleep
You
on them.
all let me finish. You all glance about at one another with an uneasy feeling, drifting between you before turning to continue to walk. Once again, the footfalls follow you. And when you look over your shoulder to see them, you can distinctly tell they are attempting to mimic your gait and walk. Their eyes fixated on your feet and hands. You all face forward, attempting to ignore it, but the footfalls behind you continue until you have finally had enough. You spin around to confront the elves, but immediately notice they have all lost interest and are walking back to their business.
I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them.
See? Told you. Elves are creepy.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would you guys like to do now?
Guess we will head to this forest.
Yeah, I
Is that
think
the
heading
plan?
to the forest towards where we think the crash was.
All right. So you guys are going to leave town and begin heading out of town to the north. Going to walk out. And you travel out of the town and into the Christmas tree forest. As you do, it's just all so strange. Everything that you've experienced so far is very odd. You can't really put a finger on what's going on, but you know something weird is going on. You continue to walk for a while. The sleigh bell sounds seem to dissipate and end. And as you continue to move, lush trees fill every corner, towering above you. You travel for another 20 minutes, and at this point, you begin to notice the trees becoming thinner. Dead leaves scattered on the forest floor. The farther you travel, the less leaf coverage you see. Even farther still, and you'll find more and more fallen trees, all fallen away from the direction you travel, until finally the canopy opens up and you are met with a crater. Fallen trees litter the circle. The one still standing scorched on one side facing the crater, and a massive stone sitting in the middle. You see red, wet-looking tendrils spidering across the surface of the stone and branching outward along the ground. As you look closer, you begin to see the tendrils pulsing like veins in a heart. And I'm going to reveal that board to you.
I don't think we're in the North Pole anymore.
This looks creepier than all heck.
Creepy elves, creepy thing in the middle of nowhere. It adds up.
Mm-hmm. Does indeed add up.
This is kind of what I expected an elven lair to look like. Creepy shit.
Really?
Yeah, no, creepy.
Yes, but an elven lair like this, really?
Yeah, no, they're creepy shit, man. I'm telling you.
But they had houses and everything.
I don't know. They're creepy. What can I say?
We need to have a talk one day, a lengthy one, I think,
About what?
about these fucked up images you have in your head of elves.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's fairly reasonable.
Did an elf get your sister or something?
As an elves in general are evil. It's just how it works. I'll make them rules.
Whatever. What even is this stuff?
Are you investigating it?
I'm going to investigate because these assholes just want to stare at it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, guys.
Would you like to get closer?
I'm going to get closer.
All right. As you begin to move into the crater, it becomes pretty clear. This is like a.
This is cool as
This is,
fuck.
it's moving.
Holy shit.
It's definitely moving. It's pulsing, and it seems to be like the closest thing you can associate it to is like veins.
What the hell happened here?
It's the beating of the terrible heart!
It's what?
Just as a heads up, I'm not able to actually move the mini.
You need to click on that token that you see in
Clicking?
front of you. Click on that token in front of you, and you should be able to move once you've clicked on it.
I'm clicking.
Okay. Are we cram?
No.
Elfie.
Elfie. GM tools. Player permission. Chaos,
It's
right?
taking him hours
No,
to make this.
chaos is cram.
This is cool shit.
Ah, I see.
It's cool as shit.
Generic.
There we go.
So, let's see.
What did you join to?
Okay.
There we go.
You all should have control of your tokens now. So, Nick, as you get closer, you are definitely able to tell this is very... You've never seen anything like this before. You've never seen anything like this before. The rock is smoking a white smoke. It just kind of flies off of the rock, just kind of billows up. The tendrils are spidering out of a large crack inside of the rock.
I'm telling you, this thing is a giant heart.
What? What do you mean, a giant heart? What do you mean?
Tendrils emerging from the center. That's very much like what happens with a heart.
That are gonna be a weird fungus thing.
Why would it be a fungus?
I don't know. Just an idea.
It's creepy as shit. Like, I do agree. It is creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
So what do we do with it?
Oh.
Why don't you poke it?
Poke it with what?
You got a stick?
I have my staff, but that's my arcane focus.
Oh my god. What, I mean... Poke... Doesn't any... Come on. Just poke it with something. I'm gonna look around. Is there anything, like, fucking laying around?
There are sticks and logs and trees everywhere.
I got a fucking idea. I'm gonna go over to one that's like a big old... Like a meaty... Kind of like big old thick log. And I'm gonna be like,
You want
"Alright,
a battering? You want a battering?
I want to battering ram the shit out of this thing.
Okay.
I want
Uh-oh.
to batter ram the fuck out of it.
Clausius grabs this dwarven barbarian grabs this big old log, and throws it under one arm, and holds it up, and you all realize what he's thinking.
Right, guys? Right? This is the one.
Claudius,
All right,
This
well,
is the one.
here's an idea. How about if we stay back just a little bit? And
I'm
use
gonna
the rope
ignore
back?
him and I'm gonna rush it with the battering ram.
Backing up.
way of his charge.
You all watch as Clausius just heaves up this log and runs full speed at the boulder, slamming the end of it into the boulder. There's a loud crack, and then a wave of movement beginning at the crack inside of that rock ripples out and flows outward along the veins along the ground. And a silent, very quiet squeal is heard.
I'm gonna start to back up to prepare for another one, and I'm gonna yell back to the guys, I got this! Like 10 feet.
What happened?
I'm not sure exactly, but I figure... Let's see what happens if I do it again. And I'm gonna run a second time with the battering ram.
That seems like a terrible... Oh, well, he's gone.
You throw this battering ram into the rock once more. Make a strength. Make a strength check.
Just look over to Cram. This is us sieging the outpost for the bandits again all over.
8.
An 8. Yeah, you go to slam this log into the rock, and as you do, you lose your grip on the log, and at the impact, the log flies backward out of your hand. And you see the ripple of movement down the veins spidering out of this rock once more, and the squeal again.
I really just don't get a good feeling about this.
Alright, let's get a bigger log. I'm gonna walk by and look for a log that 4 people can pick up. Right, guys. I'm telling you, this is it. This is the plan. Big, meaty log.
What? It looked to me like you just ran at it with a log. That's not much of a plan. That's just you doing
Listen,
things.
it pulsed and stuff. That's gotta mean that we're hurting it. And if I can hurt it, I can kill it.
Or maybe we're waking it up, and once it's awake, it's going to rip the flesh off your body.
You know
You all
what?
begin to notice movement behind Clausius as the tendrils begin to form together, coalescing into one, and raise up off of the ground.
Oh.
A massive tendril rises up above Clausius, swaying and moving.
Hey,
Well, I
if we
think you agitated it.
if we cut that off somehow, that would be a big, massive log type thing, right?
Bit too fleshy for that.
How big is this thing? Like, this is pretty meaty. You know what? I got an idea.
The tendril begins to arc downward in front of you. It feels the ground around it. It's searching.
I would back up from that.
Yep, I agree.
I'm gonna take 2 steps back. I'm gonna find me a log. I'm gonna start chopping at the front of the log with my axe to start, like, making a point.
Okay.
Do you want a giant stabbing implement?
It's a bigger stack. Listen, I got this. And I'm gonna cut off the top, make it all sharp and pointy, and I'm gonna pick up the log again. And I'm gonna run at the tentacle with the log.
You're gonna run at the tentacle.
At the
with the log.
tentacle with the pointy log.
I feel like we've done this before.
Yeah, this is us sieging the bandit outpost all over again.
Sure. Make an attack roll. So you just roll a d20 and add your strength modifier.
Does anyone remember what we told him last time to get him to stop?
That there would be booze, but I don't think that's gonna help us in this situation.
You've already told him the booze is gone.
In natural 20 on that. Roll a 2d12s plus your strength modifier.
2d12s. 1 second. How do
Yeah. So you're just gonna roll. Just press spacebar inside of
Spacebar,
tailspire.
2d12.
Yeah, click on d12 twice, and then you can roll those 2 dice, and then we will look at your strength
11
modifier and add that 17
6.
plus.
And I think I got +5 strength.
Okay, so 23,
Yep.
22. So 22 points of piercing damage. You sink this log into the tendril. It squeals, and then will begin frantically writhing about, slamming down onto the ground around you, trying to find you. It continues to slam on the ground over and over, weaker and weaker with every slam. You begin to see a black, viscous liquid begin to pour out of the tendril. It's also at this point that you notice you're standing in some sort of clear, sticky, viscous substance that is just coating the ground around you, everywhere. And you had been standing there for a while. It has now become difficult to move.
I'm gonna need some help. I'm gonna need a rope. I'm gonna try and
You
take
all
a couple
speed.
steps back.
Yeah, you move at half speed, so you're gonna move very slowly. But you begin to move, and with every step, you have to shake and move, get this viscous, like sticky stuff off of your feet.
It's like licorice.
I'm pretty
No.
sure it's worse than licorice.
The tendril continues to flail until finally it stops flailing.
Get fucked. Got it.
But the rest of the tendrils surrounding the rock begin to writhe and move as well, feeling around them, trying to find purchase on whatever has just harmed it.
Alright, so what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about this thing? What are we gonna do about this thing?
I don't know, maybe we can freeze it.
How many tentacles are around it? Like just 3 more?
There are thousands of thin tendrils spreading out, spiderwebbing out from this rock. The giant tendril that formed was a combination of numerous tendrils in the surrounding area that just kind of coalesced together. So what you're looking at now is this unmoving tendril, giant unmoving coalesced tendril, and thousands of other spiderwebbing. Think like War of the Worlds.
Anybody got a fucking plan on this?
I would get out of it because I'm thinking about burning it.
That's a good idea.
You gotta. That's actually a good idea.
And I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on it.
Sacred Flame on it. So, go ahead and make an attack roll for it. Would anybody else like to assist in burning?
I don't do burning, that's not my style.
Well, you all have adventuring packs. You have torches and tinder and flints.
I'm gonna start gathering logs and like sticks and logs and shit, and just like chopping off the front and like fucking not making like a makeshift palisade in the snow right in front of us, you know, pointed at the fucking in case anything else comes out of it.
Quick question. How do I remove something that accidentally put something in I didn't?
What do you mean?
I accidentally put a D8 in there.
Just go ahead and roll it. We'll ignore it. Unless
Alright,
you can.
I got it.
Okay.
6.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your
Alright.
damage?
No, that was just to cast it.
Oh, okay. I see. So you just clicked the wrong one. That's all. Okay.
Yeah.
Would anybody else like to help in assisting Cram here?
I hit things. You guys got this.
All
I
right.
guess I can grab a torch and light it, and if he has set something ablaze successfully, I'll throw the torch in and do the same.
All right. So, Cram, you ready your spell? Nick Kringle pulls out a torch, sets it ablaze, and raises it up, waiting for Cram's signal.
I guess I'll keep a fairy fire on deck in case that doesn't work.
On your mark.
Now.
I toss the torch.
You both throw the torch, throw the spell out into the open. It lands and connects with the rock, and you watch as the sacred flame seeks out the tendrils and begins to burn them away. The torch lands on one of the tendrils and catches it ablaze. All of the tendrils begin to flail and writhe, trembling as the fire just catches over and over and spreads off and around this rock, spreading down the tendrils, connecting to every single one. You can hear that horrible squeal as all of the tendrils are burned away.
Alright.
And a lone
Showing out.
boulder is left in the middle of a crater in the middle of the North Pole.
Comes in.
I think we might want to check to see if there's anything in that
Oh yeah, the tendril. Yeah, let's go take a look at the rock.
Smash it open instead.
You don't want to hit it with another log?
That is a decent idea. I'm gonna go ahead and make another fucking battering ram,
God damn it.
and I'm gonna rush the fucking rock with it.
Yeah. Strength check.
Didn't give me that.
Have the bow ready in case something tries to attack him.
It's not translating into the game.
That's fine. Just whatever you got on D&D Beyond.
All right, 18. No,
18.
11.
Yeah, 11.
11.
All right. This time you hear the crack again, and a few little chips and cracks. Parts of the boulder fall away and fall onto the ground, but there's no squeal. There's no tendrils moving. They're all just smoking. Scorched and blackened.
You know, this I got. I'm gonna flip my axe around. I'm gonna start just like beating on the rock with the flat, the back end, the butt of the fucking axe, and just start hitting the shit out of it.
So you are a dwarf. So go ahead and make a nature check with advantage. So you're gonna roll it twice, or click on the advantage toggle button to roll it at advantage, because you've never seen a rock like this before.
Advantage. Where the fuck is that button?
So in D&D Beyond, you should be able to have there should be a toggle button for advantage somewhere. I guess there's not. Just go ahead and click on it, roll it, and then click on it again and roll it again.
And what am I rolling again?
You're going to roll a nature check. So scroll through your skills, find nature, and click on the number next to nature. Click it, roll it, and then click it and roll it again. Take the highest number.
6 and... $17.
Yeah. You've heard of this before. Some of your dwarven kin have spoken about fantastic rocks that fall from the sky. You and your dwarven family, your dwarves, call them sky rocks. Because why not? But you know these come from outer space.
Do I know if they're worth something or not?
Oh yeah, they're worth a lot.
Yeah, it's just a rock, guys. I'm gonna walk back to them. It's just a rock. I'm gonna, as I'm doing that, I'm gonna just out in the open, go into my pack and like get out a piece of paper and start drawing a map just in front of them.
Okay.
Just it's a normal rock.
Just a normal... You're just drawing a normal map for...
Yeah. No, well, I mean, it's a pretty rock, though, right? I mean, I want to keep this down in memory.
Master Dwarf, it looks like shit.
What do you mean? It's fucking... It's beautiful. What, are you calling a rock? You know rocks are like family to dwarves. Are you calling my family ugly?
I think you're full of shit.
What do you mean you think I'm full of shit?
Yeah. Look at you. You're grinning like an idiot.
What? It's not... It's fine.
I know that look.
I'm gonna go and inspect the rock. Just because he's acting a little funny.
It's nothing. It's just it's a rock.
You're so happy. I haven't seen you this happy in a week.
It's fine.
It's usually happy.
Anybody that would like to investigate that rock, just make a nature check.
Alright.
The rock to me.
6
Just a rock.
and a 7. Yeah, just you believe him. It's a rock.
everyday, normal rock.
You creep me out almost as much as those elves did.
I know, it's weird.
The bottom of the page writing, do not forget, expedition incoming soon.
But that's
Exclamation
fine, you...
point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
Exclamation point.
Circle the
just,
whole thing.
Have fun with your family member. Hi, guys.
So where are you guys going? It's fine.
We're going back to the
Alright.
village to tell them we've unfucked the fuckery.
Yeah, we unfucked the rock. Yeah, we should tell them that the rock disappeared.
What?
Yeah, so they're not scared of it anymore.
It's kind of hard to miss a giant rock.
What? It's fine.
It's a rock in a crater.
I
We're
mean,
probably gonna come out here to investigate
we
afterwards.
should tell them that they shouldn't ever come out here again.
It's their home. Of course they're going to come out here.
We should tell
Again.
them that there is evil in these lands and they should never return.
Hey, be sure to click on your tokens.
You're getting weirder about this by the second.
Let's just follow the cinnamon and report back to
Yeah, there's nothing weird about it. It's fine.
The more you say that, the less I believe you, Clausius.
It's gonna be okay.
Every time. He gets like this every time.
Every fucking time.
I'm gonna have a manor house and like servants.
Stop talking to yourself. It's creepy.
You only ever whisper like this around payday.
I'm gonna
Payday?
have
When did we ever have that?
So many butlers.
You guys making sure to remember to
Follow the cinnamon.
Follow the scent of sugar. Brown sugar, right?
Cinnamon.
Brown. What? Are you sure?
Cinnamon.
Sugar cookies.
Claudius,
Fuck you.
Claudius, do we need to tie a rope around you?
Yes, we should. Right now. Around his hands, around his waist, around his face, everything.
I'm gonna hire much better help next time.
Look, I didn't think you and Claudius were into that.
Much better help next time.
Don't question me like that. I'm doing this for the greater good.
Yeah,
As you make your way back through the Christmas tree forest to the town center, you're suddenly aware at how claustrophobic this forest feels. Though the smell of cinnamon is comforting, it still feels like those trees are tightening the path as you walk by and as you walk through the forest.
cinnamon
The
and
winds
M&M.
begin to pick up and you can hear the trees moving.
Does it feel a bit,
Like it's
The
getting
trees-
uncomfortable?
The trees loom 30 feet tall, hanging over your head. The light wind cutting through the leaves, making you double check the thick forest for movement. Some of you stop and look into the trees, but you can only see a few feet before your line of sight is engulfed with tree after tree after tree of festive baubles and branches and pine needles. It's at that point that you begin to hear it. A rustling.
Sound?
Oh, get for it, whatever it is.
You got another one of those fire spells ready?
It'll take me a minute.
I don't think we have a minute.
I've got my bow in case something really does try to sneak up on us.
Listen, it's
In the
gonna be
meantime,
fine.
Follow the cinnamon.
And I'm gonna step behind everybody. It's gonna be fine.
That's
Dead center of the
I know how
group,
this works.
just looking around.
You hiding behind me does not bode well.
Someone maybe sing a comforting song or something.
Where's it coming from? Why is it so foggy?
I don't know, but I don't like this.
I can't see shit down there.
Just in case, he'll just follow us now.
I'm just gonna get myself ready. Just in case.
Yeah, have that bow ready.
You see a dart of movement come out of the forest as a small rabbit runs past and underneath the trees.
No way! There's no way that's it.
Did Harry?
He never said anything about wildlife out here.
To be honest, Harry didn't say much of anything.
Not.
Harry seems like an asshole.
Harry tends to the Yetis. That's his job.
Definitely a shitty job.
Yeah, a Yeti shit job.
Alright.
What are you guys doing?
Clausius, ready your axe. I think this is about to get really annoying.
The sound has continued.
I think we all get ready just in case something happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna prep up, get all fucking set, get my shield off my back.
Have weapons ready, but I think we just keep following the scent of cinnamon.
Yes, the scent of cinnamon.
Scent of cinnamon you follow.
Yep.
Yeah.
You continue to walk forward. Being very careful. You're watching your step, you're moving slowly. And you begin to hear that rustling off to your right-hand side. And peering and watching where the sound is coming from, you follow the sound out into the clearing of the path, and you watch a creature run past.
Oh, holy shit, what is that?
Just instinctively, just loose an arrow in its direction.
You loose an arrow?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
16, yeah, that'll hit. Roll your damage.
Alright. Come on.
6 points of piercing damage as that arrow soars through the air and sinks into this strange creature. It squeals and darts into the forest once again with a slightly different direction. It's heading in the direction that you're heading back to town.
I think we're doing this on a run, boys.
I think we need to stop it from getting to town.
That's why I said run.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Gonna
go.
barrel after it.
All right.
Chase after.
Agreed.
Keep it within range. So I can
Alright.
sink another arrow into it.
Let's get this going real quick. Trying to find the right music. As you near closer and closer to the town, you begin to hear the sleigh bells again. We're gonna do
All hell's about to break loose, shit.
this one. No. Oh, whatever. As you make your way back through the... Nope, that's not the right one. That's a different reading point. Ah! As you near the town off in the distance, the silence is broken by a small scream coming from the town. You recognize this scream, the voice. It's pleading for help. It's the voice of the Yeti Tamer. Pure terror and pain in his voice. Do you rush to the aid?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Okay.
Hey, Harry, we've got you.
I don't want no angry Yetis after me.
Agreed.
Of course not.
Hey, Vaughn,
You
what's
rush
up, buddy?
into town, following the sounds of screaming, the pleads for help, the sounds of someone facing death and fighting to stay alive. You round the corner and skid to a halt in the snow as you take in the scene before you. A group of elves stand around in a circle around the young man, the young elf. Laying flat on the ground, motionless, a moment passes, and suddenly he begins to jerk and shift, with momentary pauses, convulsing, before going into full convulsions. You are all taken by surprise as the convulsions continue for a moment before they suddenly cease. Slowly, the elf rises to his feet, his back facing you. All of the elves' heads turn to focus on you and your group. They stare at you as your attention is drawn to him in the middle. His head begins to turn to look over his shoulder, and then keeps turning to fully face you. It's at this moment all of the elves' heads cock to the side, and they all let out a horrendous scream.
This is not Yuri.
I need you all to roll for initiative.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, you probably missed
I
the
need
end
to
of last
stand
night's
this guy
stream
back
when I
up
said that
real
we were
quick.
going to be a little bit late today.
Status. Stand up.
I ended up cooking all
we're
day
gonna
with
put
the
this turn
girls.
order
It was a
in,
lot.
and-
It was a lot.
I rolled a 17 initially.
All right,
Okay, that's fine.
initiative.
Got 12.
7. For fuck's sakes.
Holy sh-
Fucking 7.
Elfie wants it.
Look, the 21 will save us at least.
Hey, a 17
I knew
isn't
we should
bad.
have killed some of these fucking elves
Okay.
when we had the chance.
Okay, 25 to 20. Who's got it?
21 on the halfling.
21. Alright, so you. Okay. 20 to 15.
That would be Nick Kringle.
Alright, Nick Kringle. Okay, 15 to 10.
I think that was me.
Okay. 10 to 5.
Me.
It's you? Okay,
It's me.
cool. Alright. So I'm going to organize these guys in here. Alright. Applying the turn order. And the first one is going to go. Oh, he's hidden. I don't know why he's hidden. I clicked on the wrong one. It's alright. Oh, we'll just apply it. I see what happened.
These are going to be happening a lot more now that we
There
know how
was
to get
one
them all
hidden.
set. And set well.
There we go. Alright. The first elf is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet right over here. And then it is going to go over to our halfling.
Mm-hmm.
It's your turn. What are you doing?
Alright. Alright, so we are going. Can I see where the fuck this thing is that I hit? If it is even here.
It's not here. You ran into town and lost track of that thing that you saw.
Don't like that.
You don't know where it is.
Alright. But this one right over.
All of the elves in front of you, you pretty much determined they're enemies.
Okay, so they all are looking. They're all up. All right.
Yep.
That makes this easier. So this one that is closest to me. Once this thing actually wants to work.
well, make sure you click on yourself first.
Don't worry about the low end on your range. I'm not going to roll any disadvantage for the low end of your range.
Yeah, it's 150 feet. We're good. Come on, D&D Beyond. Work with me. 5 seconds. Plus 7 to hit him. The one closest to us.
All right. It's, how much? 15?
15 to hit.
15, that'll hit.
Alright. D8 plus 3. 7.
7 points of damage?
Yep, 7 piercing.
All right. You watch as the arrow is let loose, it sinks into the elf's shoulder, it lets out a scream, and then readies itself.
Alright. Okay.
So that's gonna move to our next one. Unless you're moving.
I'll have my swarm assist me with moving him.
You'll what?
I'll have the swarm that I have assist me with moving him.
The swarm? Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna move?
With an attack, I'm going to make him have to succeed a strength save.
Okay. He needs to succeed on a strength save. All right. What's your DC?
It's 11.
11. Okay. Just throw that out there. Yeah. No, it's an 8. He fails.
Alright. So as the arrow hits him, you just see some insects come out from underneath his clothes, and he will be dragged several feet to the right by these insects.
All right. How far is he being dragged?
About 10 feet. So about, like, over
10.
there.
All
Yeah.
right. 5, 10. There we go. So you watch as these insects come out of his clothes down to the ground and begin chain linking together like ants, and they begin dragging him across the ground. Its focus never leaves you.
Alright. At which point I will move over here behind some cover.
All right, there you go. And we're going to move on to the next one. This one right here is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet right up in front of you, Clausius. And you watch, he looks like a normal elf. There's no anger, there's no rage on his face, but he is going to attack you. He opens his mouth and lunges for your neck. He is going to attempt to bite you. That is going to be a 19 to hit. What is your armor class?
14.
Ooh, what?
Oh, I probably don't have the armor on, man. Let me, one second. You know how, you know how this game
D&D
works?
Beyond does that.
Yeah, D&D
D&D
Beyond
Beyond
doesn't
does.
equip your armor, so one second.
You gotta manually equip all that.
Where is it again?
Inventory.
Oh,
Your
god damn
inventory?
it.
Yep.
I just
Inventory equipment.
I just fucking downscreened all of it. Oops. Alright, one second. Alright, where is it again? I got it back up.
Inventory?
Inventory, there we go. Yeah, it equips all the weapons, but it
Yeah.
doesn't equip the armor.
Hmm.
Oh, you didn't give me. I don't have any armor, buddy.
Really?
Yeah, I have no armor, buddy. I'm actually naked. I don't have equipment on. It's just like my dong's flapping in the fucking in the ice cold air. I promise it's never. It's just cold.
Do not have any weapons either?
No, the weapons are there.
Weapons are there.
It didn't give me any armor.
Weird. No, you know what? You're a barbarian.
He just wears clothes.
Yeah, you don't need armor.
There we go. But I'm sexy as shit. So 14
Yeah,
is my armor
so
class.
I think if you rage, you get something. You get a increase to your armor class.
Noted. So 14.
Believe that's how it works. Okay, so 14. It is going to hit. And that bone whelk is going, or that creature is going to open up its mouth and sink its teeth into your neck. It's gonna do 1 point of damage.
Unsanitary!
And he is now latched onto you. He's got his teeth sunk into your neck. And he's
Get
on
him
top
off!
of you right now.
Get him off me! Get him off me!
That looks so bad.
Nick Kringle, what are you doing?
Well, one of my associates here
I
is
can
in trouble.
feel his tongue!
I don't want to hear about his tongue. You little shit, get off of my friend. I'm going to cast Ice Knife at it.
Ice Knife. All right, go ahead.
A 19 to hit.
15 is going to hit. How much damage?
For 1 damage.
For 1 point of damage. Wow.
Yep. The
Wow.
creature does have to still succeed on a dexterity saving throw, though.
Okay, and what happens if he doesn't?
If he doesn't, then he will take some additional cold damage.
I see. All right, so he's gonna make dexterity saving throw. He's not very dexterous, so it's gonna a 4.
The DC was 13.
All right. How much damage?
7.
So 8 points total.
Yes, indeed.
All right. You watch as Nick Kringle argues with Clausius for a moment before forming a knife made of ice into his hand before launching it at this elf attached to Clausius's neck. The knife pierces through the thing's neck, and you watch it sink in relatively easily. It lets go of Clausius and then turns its focus over to Nick and lets out another scream.
Right back at you, buddy.
You doing anything else?
No, I think once the creature lets go of Claudius, I just tell him, whack this thing with your axe as many times and as hard as you can. It's over.
All right. Moving on to the next one. This elf is going to see what just happened. He's going to rush in. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30. That's as far as he can get. Damn. Well, he's only got one option. Attack Clausius. So he's going to, again, you watch as it opens its mouth. Only this time you notice the teeth are like needle thin. And it is going to lunge out at you, trying to grab onto your wrist.
What the fuck, Clausius? Are you made of gingerbread or some shit?
So 19 to hit. Your armor class is 14, so that is going to hit.
Son of a bitch!
Sink its needle-like teeth into your arm, dealing 4 points of piercing damage to you. And it is latched onto your arm now.
It's fucking on me, get it off!
It's gonna bring us to Cramp's turn. What are you doing?
First, I'm gonna move 5 feet right up to this thing, and I'm gonna swing at its neck with my mace.
All right. Yeah, go for it.
A 9.
9. You miss. Clausius is flailing about, and he actually pulls this elf out of the way as you attempt to swing and hit it.
God damn it, Clausius!
Yeah, JT, we love D&D. We've been doing it lately. This is our first We're on stream.
Anything else?
Yeah, as for a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Spiritual weapon. All right. Where are you gonna place? Hold on. I need to pull it up. Spiritual weapon. Spiritual weapon. Constructs. Right here. Where are you placing it?
I'm gonna place it right here.
Right there. All right. I'm gonna give you control of it. There you go. You have control of it now.
All right.
All right. Anything else?
That unless I can attack with it, that's about all I can do.
Yep. All right. We're gonna move on to the next turn. The Yeti Tamer is going to drop to all fours and begin running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Over to you, Nick. And it is going to, at the end of its full-on all fours run, it is going to leap out and go for a bite at your neck. Natural 20.
Ow.
It sinks its teeth into your neck for 16 points of piercing damage.
Holy shit.
Jesus. Did not expect that. And now is latched on to Nick Kringle's neck. This one is probably going to be right here. It is latched onto you.
We're using stream.
And that is going to end its turn.
Tailspire.
Clausius, what are you doing? Nick Kringle's got an elf, one of those fucking disgusting elves on his neck. You've got one on your arm.
Oh, it's clobbering time. Can I go into a rage?
Absolutely.
All right. So how do I do that?
You just do it.
I'm gonna get real fucking pissed. I thought there was a toggle I could click.
No, it's not. You're gonna take decreased damage and do increased damage.
Yeah, I'm going to go into a rage, and
You can click on it in your. Actually, let me look. Clausius, features and traits tab, rage. Go ahead and click on the uses.
All right, I clicked
rage.
on one, entered a
There you
rage.
go.
Yep, and now I'm going to. Can I grab the elf that's on my arm? Like, so he's attached to my arm, right?
He's
attached.
latched on. Yeah.
Can I use
Sunk his
him
teeth into your arm.
as a fucking
It's
battering
an
ram
improvised
to
weapon.
hit an improvised weapon to hit the other elf right in front of me?
You're gonna
Sure.
beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker?
Yes.
Sure.
Can I
Go
beat
for it.
this fuck? Okay, so what do I need to roll?
Go for it. And you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and give you improvised, tavern brawler. So you've got proficiency with with improvised weapons, and this elf has now become an improvised weapon. So just use your great axe, hit. To use your great axe. And go ahead and try and hit with that great axe.
$19.
19. Yeah, you're gonna hit. So what we're gonna do, an elf is probably not going to do as much damage as a great axe. So let's roll the damage for the hand axe.
I got it. 5.
5 points of bludgeoning damage is going to go to both the elf that you swung and the elf in front of you. So both of them are going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Let me grab this elf off of you, because as you swing, it's going to let go of you.
You would think its teeth would just snap off.
You slammed into it. You slammed this one elf into the other elf, and it's going to fly off and fall behind that other elf right there. Yeah. You doing anything else?
I think, how many actions do I got?
Now, you used a bonus action for your rage and you used an action to attack. You've got your movement.
I think I'm going to just stay here.
All right, you're gonna stay right there. Okay. Now we've got our next elf over here, going to move. Ooh, I've still got you selected. He's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's looking for the ranger. He doesn't know where he went. So he's going to attempt to try and find that ranger. He's going to use a perception. Try that. Oh, 19. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
All right. Oh, we can stealth.
$16. All right. So he notices where you are, and he's going to begin his way over to you. That's going to be his turn. It's going to bring us to this other elf over here, which got dragged by the bugs. Does it now have difficult terrain? Is its movement slowed?
It's literally just he got dragged. He just got dragged up to 15 feet
Just
away.
got dragged 15 feet away. Okay, cool. All right, so he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he's going to move up 30 feet over here to the cleric. And he's going to lunge out and attempt to bite the cleric. It's Cram. Here comes a bite. It's going to be a 16 to hit.
I got 18.
Got 18. Yeah, he lunges out to try and bite you, and you pull your hand back to avoid the bite. And it just, you hear the snapping of teeth on teeth. Rogue's turn. Or no, the ranger's turn.
All right, we're going to get this motherfucker away from me.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going. We'll just use the longbow at this range. Fuck it. What could go wrong?
I don't see any problem with that.
12 to hit.
12 to hit. Yeah, that hits. You all
right.
watch as Elfie, pretty much like point blank range, draws this longbow back and releases an arrow into this elf's chest.
Alright.
11 points of
Jesus.
damage.
Alright. And we'll have the swarm drag him 15 feet horizontally, so we'll go back toward the house to the left.
To the left?
Yeah, we'll drag him toward the wall here.
This way.
Yeah. So he'll be
Okay.
15 feet over here.
Okay, so he's just going to be dragged. Okay, so he can only go 10 feet there, so he's dragged up against the wall right there.
Yeah.
All right.
And at which point I will move over here.
All right, keeping the distance. Good ranger.
As a bonus action, we'll Hunter's Mark for that one.
Which one?
The one I just dragged.
The one you just hit? Yeah, okay. All right.
Him.
All right.
Spin those what's left. Okay.
All right. Next is going to be the gnome in front, the elf in front of Clausius, who's going to stand up from being bludgeoned by another elf and is going to attempt to bite you once again. That is going to be a 9 to hit. It lunges out at you to attempt to bite you, but it's going to miss. It's going to bring us to Nick Kringle. What are you doing? You got one attached to your arm. Or to your neck, actually.
Yeah, it's fucking on me! Okay, you little evil shits. You like snowball fights, right? Well, here's a fucking snowball fight! I'll cast Snillock's Snowball Storm.
Sillok's Snowball Storm, alright. Where are you going to cast this at?
I'm going to cast it probably here, and because afraid for my life right now. I think I'm also going to.
How big is the radius of it?
Or
Oh
so.
gosh, you're breaking up. I think you're losing internet connection there.
Is it better now or no?
Nah, still breaking up a little bit.
Sorry about that.
Nah, you're better now. What's the area of that spell?
It is 5 feet.
Ah,
So
so it is only
feet,
one.
but it's 90-foot range in total.
Right. Okay, so you're just casting it on yourself then.
I'm casting it on myself, but I'm also going to use a sorcery point to twin spell this.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to send the second target at the one next to our dwarf friend here.
Right here. Right there?
Yes, good.
All right. Awesome. So we need to make saving throws for this?
Yes, they need to make dexterity saving throws DC of 13.
Dex saving throw. Okay, so the first one's going to be the one that's on you. This is going to be a -1, -1.
Wow.
All right. That one just had no idea. I mean, it's latched onto you. It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Can't avoid it. And a 3.
Nice. Okay, so they both
them.
fail. So I'm gonna roll the 3d6 cold damage that each one will take.
3d6.
Yes, sir.
All right, so they're both going to take 12 points of cold damage. Damn.
As magic snowballs erupt from the ground and hurl themselves at these guys.
Very nice. You all watch as 2 little small clouds form above the heads of Nick Kringle and the elf in front of Clausius, and snowballs begin raining down, pelting these elves. And they drop to a knee. The elf that is attached to you releases you and is dropped to the ground, and it is covering its head. And they both let out that same scream that you heard before. Are you moving?
Yeah. And clutch my neck, and then I'm going to move back.
Okay.
Back here.
All right, cool. So we're gonna do, I'd say it's distracted from being attacked. No opportunity of attack here. So that's going to be your move. You can move farther if you like. I mean, you can use your full 30. Just don't go outside of that stair border. Essentially everything on that border is going, and past that border is going to be just snow.
So I think over here, where I have a good overview of things, is where I'll be.
Sure. All right. Moving on. Next one is the one that attacked Clausius earlier. So this one is going to see you running and is going to try and attempt to follow you. So 5, 10. Opportunity attack for both of you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got pretty close.
Yep. Clausius and Cram, you both get opportunities of attack right there.
With what? Does that,
You can just use whatever weapon you want. You're just going to make an attack roll.
Got it.
That's
8.
going to miss. 8 is going to miss.
And what about for the magic weapon?
Does the magic weapon also get one? I'd say yeah, it does. Go ahead. It's got a reaction as well, sure.
Hold on.
I think you can just attack with the weapon itself.
It's got its own thing.
Yeah.
Here we go. 14.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So it's 1d8 plus 2. So that'd be 4. Because it's got +2 damage.
4 points of bludgeoning damage. All right. And it is going to shake off that hit. It was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to move over here. Doesn't like the Kringle's trying to get away. Cram, what are you doing?
Well, first I'm gonna move my magic weapon to basically follow this one.
All right.
And I'm gonna have it swing at it.
Go for it. Make your attack roll.
A 14.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So another D8. Another 4 damage.
4 damage. All right. Okay. You doing anything else?
Well, that was just for the magic weapon.
Yeah. You're right.
I'm going to swing at this dwarf, at the elf that tried to hit me.
The elf that tried to hit you? Okay. All right. The one next to you?
Yes.
Sure.
That's a 9.
9. Yeah, that's gonna miss. You raise up your weapon and attempt to hit him, and it just into the snow next to it. Any movement?
No, I'm actually gonna stay where I'm at
All right. Cool.
because I don't want Claudius to get surrounded.
It's probably the best option for you guys to get surrounded. All right. The Yeti Tamer is going to turn its attention over to Claudius. No, you know what? He sees that elf right there, or the ranger that just moved in. So he's going to move up past and behind you, Claudius, up to the ranger here. He's going to attempt to bite the ranger here.
Do I get an attack of opportunity when he moves?
No, because he stayed within 5 feet of you.
Ooh, little fucker.
Yeah. It's going to be a 13 to hit.
AC 14.
Yeah, he lunges out at you, and you watch him ravenously leap to try and attack your thigh, and he misses. You dodge out of the way. That's going to be his turn.
He can't exactly bite somebody who's the same size as him.
I
Yeah.
got a question real quick.
Yeah.
He moved into range of me.
Yeah, that doesn't do
Alright.
anything for you. Yeah.
It's
It's
only
when
when
he
it's only-
leaves. Yeah, when they leave your range, that's when you get the attack of opportunity. All right, Claudius, what are you doing?
All right, so I am going to I'm going to turn around. I'm going to hit the one that just went after the tiny little thing with a giant fucking axe.
The one behind you is you're gonna
Yep,
hit?
the one behind me. I'm going to hit him with a giant fucking
All right.
axe.
Go for it. Make that attack roll.
24.
24. Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
Damage is 6.
6 plus 2.
So 8.
You're gonna add 2 to all of your melee damage when you're raging. Right? So 8. Yeah, you sink that axe into his shoulder. It sinks into his shoulder and pretty much severs that arm. The arm is now hanging from bits of tendon and muscle. And that same scream can be heard from it.
I've got a bonus action, right?
Yes, you do.
Am I frenzied? Is the rage? How does that work?
Frenzied Rage is something that you announce. So while raging, you can choose to frenzy. You can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns after this one.
All right,
When
well,
your
I'm
rage
gonna get
ends, you
frenzied
suffer
now,
one level
then.
of... Okay, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
Seeing his arm slink off and like it's on. It's fucking on. So like I'm just like twice as pissed as I was.
yeah.
Dwarven battle cry?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
kill all of you.
Dwarven battle cry right there. So frenzy, it's not saying anything about what it does.
It's basically on his next turn, he'll get basically another attack.
Yeah, I'm basically just saying I'm more pissed off in the next turn and every turn after that. Is it every turn after that, or is just do I need to announce every time?
I think it's every turn. You can make a single weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns after this one. Yeah. When your rage ends, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So you can now use your bonus action and action to make attacks.
Yep. Well, after this turn. So.
Yep, after this turn. Yep. All right. You moving anywhere? Or you staying there?
I'm gonna stay right fucking here.
All right, cool. Gonna move on to the next one. It's going to be the one that was pushed up against the wall, dragged against the wall. This one's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think he's pretty much, yeah, he's 5 feet from the ranger right now. So he's going to attempt to attack the ranger. He's not on top of the tree, he's underneath the tree.
They're coming from the trees. They're in the trees.
All right.
That'll hit.
21, yeah, that'll hit. It's going to leap out to attempt to bite you. It's going to be 4 points of piercing damage.
All right.
All right, and that's going to end its turn. We can move on to this next gnome next to Cram Cram. And it's going to attempt to bite you as well. It rears back once again, puts its arms out in front of it, and like a zombie, attempts to bite you.
Fuck
15
you,
to hit.
little fucker. I got an 18.
18! Alright, yeah. It bites into you, but it bites into your armor. And it gnaws at it for a moment before realizing it's not getting any purchase. Alright. Our ranger, what are you doing?
Alright. I'm gonna swap to the... and take out a short sword and stab the fucker that's on my arm.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah, you attempt to...
Yep. 8 misses.
8 misses? Alright. Was that all you were doing?
I only got 1 attack action.
Okay.
Bonus action.
All these goddamn elves, kid.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it? Alright. Yeah, you try and stab into it, but it's moving around and lets go of you for a moment, and you think you've done it, but then it latches back on. It's going to bring us to the gnome in front of Clausius. And once again, it's going to stretch its arms out and attempt to try and bite you. And we've got a 14. I think that is your armor class, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna hit. It latches onto your thigh. Just goes low and goes for your thigh. It's gonna hit you with 5 points of piercing damage, reduced to half because you are raging. So you're gonna round down to 2. 2 points of piercing damage.
Love to see it.
My grandmother bites harder than that.
Nick Kringle, what are we doing?
So I'm still in a panic because neck.
The neck elf.
It's not trying to one of my friends.
Again. Yeah, you're breaking up again. Oh no.
Sorry,
No, you're good.
it's very weird. But yeah, so I see it trying to do the same thing to one of my friends. And I look from side to side and I go, why? Why this festival? And then I in one hand. And once the ice knife is in one hand, I look at the rest of them. I can see that we're in big trouble. And I will spend a second one of my sorcery points to to twin spell it to create a secondary ice knife in my other hand. And I'm gonna chuck one at the elf that's right down the stairs from where I am.
Yep, the one pursuing you, okay.
Yeah, and the other one I will chuck at the one that's in my friend's arm right now, our ranger.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make 2 attack rolls. We'll see which ones hit. Natural 20.
That's for the first one.
Which one is the first one?
That's the one down the stairs from me.
Okay.
And that's
and
for the
13.
second.
Yep, both hit. Roll your critical damage. Wow. And I'll make dex saves for both of them. First one is going to be a 6, so it fails. So you did 6 damage to it?
Yep.
5, 6. Alright. And it failed the saving throw, so go ahead and roll that cold damage on it.
An additional 8.
Additional 8.
Or,
okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna roll that saving throw again because I didn't see it. I don't know. Okay, 4. So
Nice.
an additional 8 to the first one. So that one, you all watch as the ice knife sinks into its body and it falls to the ground. And the other one,
We'll take 4 damage from the initial impact.
all right, it's gonna take 4 damage from the initial impact. 4, awesome.
And an additional 9 cold damage.
Nick Kringle doing work.
Mm-hmm. You love to see it.
9 points. You watch as another ice knife flies through the air. It lands into the elf that is attached to Elfie and bursts, causing the elf to release its jaws and release its grasp.
Alfie just gives a thumbs up in response.
Alright.
I just smile shakily, and you see my thumb just like half come up, like, yeah.
You moving anywhere?
Yeah, I'll move a little more this way,
Alright.
and that's
Getting
where
the
I'll
fuck out of Dodge.
Alright. That one is dead. Okay, so we're moving on. Cram. What are you doing?
I'm going to move my spiritual weapon over here,
Yeah.
and I'm going to attack the one that's right in front of Claudius.
Go for it.
12.
12, that hits.
Six.
6 points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah. You slam that spiritual weapon into it, and it collapses to the ground. And in this moment, Claudius, you begin to notice something. As the creature falls to the ground, the head detaches and rolls to your feet. You watch the skin begin to shift in shape and color as 4 tentacles extend from its base, and the face morphs its shape into a smooth surface. One eye rests in the middle of its bulbous head. The best description you could give is that it's some sort of octopus or squid, but not. The colors of the skin rapidly shift as it attempts to copy the ground as it sits on, but it fails. A screech pierces through the air as it rears up on its hind tentacles and reveals a round mouth on its underside. Sharp needle-like teeth line the circle, and thousands of red thread-like tendrils flail in your direction. What are you doing?
I'm gonna step on it.
You're gonna step on it. All right, yeah. You raise your foot up, and as it screams, you go to step on it. It dies. It's at this moment that all the other elves in the area begin to change their stance. They begin to waver backwards and begin to look like they're about to run. Are you doing anything else, Cram?
Yes, the one that was originally stuck to my armor. I'm gonna take a swing with my mace at its head.
All right, go for it.
That was one thing. That's a 10.
That's gonna miss. All right.
That's it.
All right. Next is gonna move on to this Yeti Tamer, who, hearing that scream and it being cut off by the stomp, is going to begin to make a beeline out of here. It is going to move out of range of all three of you guys. So all three of you will get an attack of opportunity on it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I got a 13.
That hits.
Your boy got a natural 20 plus 5.
A natural 20, all right.
I'm not gonna take it.
You're not gonna take the reaction?
No.
All right. All right. So go ahead and roll your damages.
8.
Yeah.
All right. 2d6 plus 3.
So, in this amazing combo between the two of you, Cram, you spin around and swing your mace down low, and take out his feet out from under him. His momentum still going forward, he falls through the air forward, and Elfie raises his sword and slices straight through the head midair. You watch as two parts of this creature sitting on the shoulders of this body fall to the ground, the bulbous head on one side and the tentacles on the other side. It's dead.
All right.
We're gonna move to Clausius. What are you doing?
All right. So are all of the creatures looking like they're running?
They look like they're getting ready to run.
All right. I'm going to ignore them, and I'm going to fish in my pack for You said we had torches, right?
Yeah, you have torches.
I'm gonna set one of them torches up and get it all set on fire, and I'm gonna start walking forward, just ignoring the elves.
Okay, yeah, sure. You've got 30 feet of movement.
Probably go to about. So everyone's 5, right?
So, yeah. So if you use the arrow keys,
20,
it's easier to.
25, 30. Okay, I'm gonna stop right about there.
All right. I think I know what you're about to do.
I'm gonna throw that fucking torch into that fucking tree.
Okay, yeah. Bonus action to pull out that torch and light it, and an action to throw it. So go ahead and make an attack roll. You're gonna roll your strength check, essentially.
Strength check? Got it.
Yep, strength check and add. No, it's thrown. So dexterity.
Okay.
Dexterity check, and then it is an improvised weapon. So add your +2 proficiency.
All right, so 5.
Not gonna be hard to hit a
6. I got like a 6.
You got a 6?
I think I got a 6.
What was your dice roll?
4 plus 1.
Your dex is 1?
Yeah, it was a 1.
Okay.
The last one was a 1 too. I got 2 1s in a row, so it doesn't.
What the hell did you roll then? Because you should. we're gonna add your proficiency to that as well. So 4, 5, 6 will be the roll. Yeah, you all watch as Clausius is a bit shook up, and he's like mumbling under his breath. I'm gonna fucking. And he's marching over to this tree, and he pulls out the torch and lights it. And as he raises it up to throw it, he tilts the top of it back too far and burns the back of his neck, and drops it on the ground.
Son of a bitch!
All right, so we're gonna go to our enemies here. This one is going to beeline it out. He's going to run. You've got an attack of opportunity.
All right, I'm taking it.
All right, go for it.
Yeah. Got the dice. 19 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right. And then 1d6 plus 3. 5 damage, and because I've hit him, let's give... This is the one that I already Hunter's Mark, right?
Yes, it is.
So then another d6 because of the Hunter's Mark.
All right.
And I'll have the Swarm assist with this one as well. I've hit him with an attack, so I'll choose to do another 1d6 piercing damage.
Really laying it on thick on this one.
Yeah.
I
So
hate to
another
tell
2
you, but
damage.
he was dead in the first damage roll. So
So you
you
just-
completely shred this thing. You watch as he lets loose an arrow. It sinks into the back of this creature. The head detaches and falls to the ground. The magic from the Hunter's Mark bursts and catches the head inside of the blast, and then all these bugs begin scrambling out of the arrow and flood over the top of this tentacled creature that was mimicking the head of an elf, and begin swarming inside of it into any holes that it has, its mouth, its eyes, and just eviscerates it. All right. It's going to move us to the last elf here, who is going to use a disengage action and is going to beeline it out. He is running away, and you all watch as he runs in the direction of what looks to be a warehouse, kind of off into the distance a little bit. It's at this point that you guys get a moment of solace and a moment to catch your breath as the battle has ended.
Yeah.
Pick that torch back up and throw it in the fucking tree!
Yeah, sure. You pick up the torch, you throw it into the tree, and not but a moment later, the tree begins to catch fire.
Elfie with all these flying insects around him with this giant swarm. Just be like, alright, what's our next move?
Well,
Um,
I was all for saving them until they started biting me.
Don't question my friends.
I say we burn Santa's village to the fucking ground.
you've already started the work. I mean, I don't think we really need to do anything. Once that tree falls, it's going...
There we go. And we need to end this.
Well, we did see them
End
run away.
Christmas.
Where did they
End
go?
Christmas
though?
to save it. I see. Okay.
Listen, who knows what kind of weird elf shit was going on here? All I know is they tried to eat me.
You can
the
see in the
line.
distance the elf that got away collapses on the ground, and the head detaches, and you watch this tentacled creature. The colors change, the texture changes, and you see it for what it is as it pulls itself across the ground and into the warehouse.
We should probably do something about that.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, we
let's
should.
go set the warehouse on fire.
What is it with you and fire all of a sudden?
I'm
actually in agreement
pretty
with them.
pissed. I got bit like everywhere.
Look at my neck. It's a new hole, okay?
Listen, it's not my fault. You're a bit of a wuss here. Like, I got 3.
Look,
You
my,
don't see me bitching.
You're already beat up. Don't make me freeze your dumbass.
Listen,
I'm just going to throw out a suggestion here. Me and my tiny friends here are not keen on the fire.
right. So what you're saying is, you sure you don't want to burn? Okay, let's go into
I'm
the
going
spooky.
to the warehouse.
Yeah,
Screw
let's
this
go
fire
in. Let's
shit.
go into the fucking spooky warehouse. I'm sure this will go well.
Worst that can happen is we die.
I mean, at least I would have stuff here and you talk.
Fuck you too, Beardo.
Beard.
Okay, well, it's made out of stone, so I don't think I could have burned it anyway. I feel like maybe if there was like some unseen overseer, he might have predicted my penance for burning things down and made
This
the
is
building
why.
into stone.
This is why you just can't get obsessed with the one thing.
You follow the trail of blood to a storehouse, a large, dilapidated mason-work building, bloody handprints smeared upon the door.
What's the
All
plan?
right. Well, I'm thinking we
Never read about
carefully,
that.
stealthily enter. Try to get the drop on whoever's inside. And try to avoid becoming, snacks for elves.
I don't think they're actually elves anymore.
I'm gonna pick up this big ass log while they're talking.
Not again.
Moving out of the way.
I'm gonna come back over to the door with the big log.
Again.
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna cast guidance on him.
I'm gonna rush the door with the big log.
Uh-huh.
Did you forget the part of the plan where I mentioned stealth?
Still pissed off!
Good luck with the event exhaustion.
Well, since I cast guidance on him, so that gives him basically a +4 to his hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your attack roll. Strength check,
Strength check.
+2. +4.
+2,
So
+4?
+6.
+6?
Yeah, so do it.
So I rolled
strength check,
17.
+6.
+6.
Yeah. You rush up to this door with your battering ram. Once again, you should probably just keep a battering ram on you.
Basically.
And
I like
you slam it
improvised.
into the door. Slam it into the door, and it swings the opposite direction, but it opens. It slams open, and you're met with the warehouse.
Somehow he's battering ram the pole door.
Yes, he has. He knocked it off its hinges, basically.
Yep. Doors are laying flat on the ground.
Alright.
The room is damp and humid as you begin to walk. You are immediately aware of a clear, sticky substance covering the floor and walls. In some places, it has formed a web-like structure dripping from the ceiling and attaching to the walls.
Yeah, sure you don't want to burn it down?
I was
Okay.
just about to suggest that.
I mean, fire is useful here, I think.
What's
And fire.
the door made out of?
It was made of wood.
Can I pick up the door?
I mean, you obliterated the door. So there's shards and just pieces of it now.
Alright, then I'm gonna take a torch out, light the torch, and just walk in slowly.
Sure.
Same. Yep. Follow his lead. Take out a torch.
I'll be here. I'll keep a lookout.
Oh
Don't be-
no, you're coming in with us.
Come on. Mama didn't raise no bitch, come on.
No, I'm gonna grab him and
Locking the door.
I think in his case, Mama did.
It's a,
What was that?
what was
Nah, I'm
what?
pulling Nicholas in with us. Like, you ain't keeping yourself out of this one. You're coming.
Listen, it's probably gonna be fine. What's the worst that could happen? You guys want to split up?
So, you should have 1 point of exhaustion right now. So let me look that up real quick, just to make sure it's not going to do anything.
I think in this case, first level is disadvantage on ability checks.
Disadvantage on ability checks? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We'll keep that in mind.
It doesn't start getting bad until you start reaching second level and beyond.
Yeah, pretty much. So we're going to give you this white border. There we go. All right. What are you guys doing? There's a door to your left and a hall at the end of the room to the right. It seems to be covered inside of that sticky substance.
Alright. I think... Clausius, I think it's about time we start burning some of the sticky stuff.
I would wait just in case we accidentally set the thing on fire.
It's a wooden building. It's a stone building, I should say, sorry.
Yeah, it's stone, for sure.
I'm gonna come up to this door.
Sure.
And I'm gonna check to see if there's anything wrong with the door.
There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the door. You can push it if you like. You can try the handle.
I'm gonna turn the handle and open the door.
Sure. You pull the door open. It swings open with a creak.
And I'm gonna just walk into the doorway and look around inside the room.
Sure. This room has less of the sticky substance in it, and mainly consists of boxes, crates, and barrels. The smell in this room is putrid and rotten.
They're just gonna hear my character kind of gag a little. Like, yeah, no, out. I'm gonna close the door on the way out.
You gonna close it?
Yes.
All right.
Nothing of note, I assume.
That was a raunchy smell. Woo!
Alright, fine then.
The smell will hit the rest of you.
Yep, that's putrid.
That seems awful.
Really, really bad.
What the fuck is this?
Remember that job we did with the spider cave? I think similar to that.
Oh, that's just gonna be great. It's all gonna be great.
Look, at least there'll be less eggs, hopefully.
Well, if you're worried about all that, I could try to freeze it and then you can shatter it.
I mean, we got fire. Points to Claudius.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set fire to these webs.
Yeah, sure. You toss the torch in, and it sticks into this substance. A moment goes by, and some of it is burning, but it's not catching like the red tendrils did.
What the fuck? Hey, Yiggs.
Do we want to try stab it?
Battering
cut it?
ram?
No.
I was gonna go for the more sharp method.
You could have just tried it my way.
What's your way?
Freeze it and then shatter it.
Do it.
I'm
Do
for
it. No
that.
balls.
I cast Ray of Frost on the webbing.
All right, yeah. So, and that's a cantrip, right?
Yes.
All right. So you watch as Kringle puts out his hands in front of him and basically does like a
Jesus Christ,
Kamehameha
Cyrus.
wave, and this icy wind and frost begins pouring out of his palms, And he's able to cast it multiple times, and you watch him do that as it takes a few moments for him to pretty much hit every single spot on this wall of sticky webbing. And eventually you hear the as it all begins to freeze.
Alright, now you can hit it with the battery.
Alright. I'm gonna go outside. We'll get the battering ram.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna be like, anybody gonna help me with this for fuck's sakes? Isn't this gonna be... And then I'm just gonna rush it with the battering ram as I'm talking.
Yeah. You launch into it and it just shatters. You see fine dust and sparkles fall to the ground and it just piles over the floor. There's now ice and whatever this substance is all over the ground. You're met with two options. There's a hallway to your right, and you can see two doors. And a hallway to your left, which seems to round the corner to another two doors. You begin to hear a sound coming from the left.
Probably.
Quickly.
Moving.
Let's go.
What's going on in there?
You gonna open the doors?
Gonna open the one to the left of me, not the one right in front of me.
Left of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a moment. Not the one right in front of you? The one to the left? All right.
Yeah.
I think I'm in build mode. Yeah, I'm in build mode. You open, the door swings open, and you're able to enter into the room. You're met with a sight.
Oh no.
A clear, sticky substance coats everything in the room. The stench is nauseating. A mass of leather-like substance lays in the room, covered in the red organic tendrils that branch out and grow into the stonework along the walls and floor. The mass vaguely resembles a humanoid. And where its head would be, you can see a creature like the ones that you detached from the elves in town, sputtering and dragging itself away from you, lightly squealing as it moves. As well in the room, you can hear the soft ho, ho, ho. And off inside of the corner, you can see what looks to be Santa. But he's propped up, standing upright, only significantly shorter than what you would imagine. The bottom half of his body is covered in that leather-like substance and the sticky material. Tendrils are branching up the base of his body and into the skin on his arms, his neck, his chest. Santa is being consumed by whatever this is, but he's still somewhat lucid.
I think we get the fat man out of here.
Yeah, I would agree, but first I say, how about we cut enough of the tendrils away from him off to where it stops trying to consume him?
Yeah, it's
Agreed.
probably a good idea.
Should we freeze it first?
Yes.
Maybe. That seemed to work before.
Help me. Help the North Pole.
Don't have to tell us twice.
You don't understand. It's too late for me. Oh.
Hold on, you old bastard!
It's too late for me. They've taken over. Please, save Christmas.
The fuck? How do you expect us to do that?
We thought that by saving you, we would save Christmas.
I'm gonna quickly rush up to him and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You reach out your hand and touch his forehead, and you see a little bit of life go back into his face and into the skin, but then it begins to drain away again.
You want me to try good old cure wounds?
While he
Keep
does
this man
that,
alive.
Maybe we should get him out of whatever the fuck he's in first.
yeah.
Yeah.
While he's thinking about casting the healing thing, I'll Ray of Frost whatever he's holding Santa.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna keep doing this just to Spare
Alright.
the Dying.
Alright, because that's a cantrip.
So, as you both begin to continuously cast healing spells on Santa, and Nick is trying to remove the sticky substance from around his base and the red tendrils growing up inside of him, he tells you, "Stop! It's too late. I'm done for. Santa's not my real name. I took on the job. Santa is a job that gets passed down. One of you must become Santa and save Christmas."
It sounds like he's trying to shirk his job.
In my pocket is the key to the sleigh. That's all you need. The key is magical. It makes you Santa.
Wait, but then who are you?
I'm Santa for this eon, but there will need to be a new Santa. I'm done for. And you begin to see the skin beneath begin to ripple and move. Tiny thread-like tendrils begin to sprout out of his skin and reach out into your direction.
Alright, who's taking the key?
I'd say Nick take it.
Yeah, it seems
Well,
like a shitty dead-end job.
Look, we could corner the market on Christmas.
This is a you problem. I got some excavating to do later.
I shake my head and I lower my head down to the ground a bit. And I'll approach Santa. And then I'll say, "Fine, you bums.
Look,
Merry
each one of us
fucking Christmas." And I'll take the key, and as I take it with my other hand, I'll slowly move it up towards former Santa's face, and I'll say, "Sleep well, old man." And I'll cast another ray of frost into the tendrils and his face.
You raise your hand, and with those words, the icy blast bursts forth from your palm, consuming his face and blasting backwards against the barrels behind him. You watch as his face is just engulfed in this cold blast of ice and cold magic. You hear the words come out of his mouth. "Thank you," as his face begins to crystallize.
That's
The deed is done.
Spirit of Christmas.
A moment goes by, and then you begin to hear the cracking of ice as it bursts, and thousands and thousands of tiny little tentacled aliens begin pouring out of his neck cavity, down his body, onto the ground. They're moving towards you.
I tuck the key into my robe pocket and get the hell out of Dodge.
I think.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm getting the hell out of the room and I'm gonna light it on fire.
Okay. You all rush out of the room.
When they
Who's
make
throwing
it
a
out,
torch?
I'm gonna lodge my.
Fire. Again, cantrip.
Oh, you've got a cantrip? Okay.
Yep.
As soon as they're
Well, have
out,
you moved
I'm gonna
up?
wedge my fucking the tree thing I've been fucking carrying
Battering
in
ram.
between
Yeah.
the door and the fucking wall here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to barricade the door?
I'm gonna barricade the
Yeah.
fucking door.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so as soon as everybody's out, I'm lighting it. He's barricading the door.
Yeah. You casting a firebolt? Is that it?
No, sacred fire.
Sacred fire.
That's great.
Okay. Oh yeah, sacred flame. Yeah. You throw that sacred flame into the room, and you watch as all of them, the little tiny aliens, begin lighting up one after another as it spreads across the ground. The tendrils take to flame. Everything is just caught on fire, and you hear that squeal.
Just thousands of little tiny squeals.
Yeah. Thousands and thousands of those little tiny squeals. Santa is dead. And there is a new Santa now. Though you're not sure how to activate the key. But you have it.
I'm sure fate will guide my hand when the time comes.
I would think so.
Until then, could we not stand around like idiots
Yeah, no,
and
I
get the
was-
hell out of this thing?
I was
Get outta
thinking
here.
we should probably just leave and set this whole place on fire. We could have avoided all of this if you just listened to me.
Yeah. Whatever. Let's get the fuck out and then you can have your burning desire fulfilled.
Oh, yeah, this
You
is...
begin to hear a soft sobbing coming from the room to your left. A soft sobbing.
Fucking what now?
It sounds like a woman.
Wait a fucking second. Not this shit again.
Are we really... Are we gonna... Are we
Yeah,
doing
I can't help it now. You don't understand.
this? What do you mean?
I have someone to save.
God damn it. I'm gonna follow behind him.
Sure, yeah. You open the door and head inside. The sobbing becomes a little bit louder. You can hear it coming from deeper into the room.
I'm gonna stick to the outside of the room just to like skirt the wall and try to touch as little of this red stuff as I can.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm just gonna follow him on that.
As you round the corner further into the room, you begin to hear that weeping a lot louder. As you look about the room, you see an old woman, Mrs. Claus, huddled in the corner, sitting and hugging her knees as she sobs. She rocks back and forth.
Hello?
What? Who's there?
It's, Shit. It's Nick Kringle.
Who are you? What's
It's
going
Santa.
on?
Santa's here to save you.
God damn it. I guess I am the new... Yes.
Santa's dead.
I'm sorry, miss.
He fucking exploded.
Please, help! Help the North Pole!
How do we help the North Pole?
You can start by getting me out of here.
Is she held by anything?
Thanks for doing gift sales, bud.
There seems to be some of those slimy tendrils wrapped around her ankles, around her wrists,
Okay.
and a lot of that brown leather-like material that you'd seen inside of the other room is around her. It's just a mess of it all over
What's
the
in the
place. No
box?
form, no shape.
I'm gonna rush over to her. I'm gonna start ray of frosting everything that's holding her and breaking it away.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna walk up to the box.
The slimy material begins to freeze, and it's easily able to break free, and Mrs. Claus will stand up. In the box, you find coal. Lots of coal. Lumps of coal.
Well, this is worth something.
Fuel for your glorious blaze!
Listen, this is how we're gonna bring this place down.
Of course!
You get her
But for
out, for
now-
fuck's sakes.
I offer Mrs. Claus my hand and make sure that she gets up on her feet, and if she needs support, I'll support her.
So she is going to take your hand, and then she'll say, "Thank you. Please, I need to get out of here."
I
She will
nod.
freeze for a moment. And then all of you will see her head tilt to the side.
Oh, hell.
Please, help me.
Ray of frost straight into the neck.
All right, so we're gonna have you guys roll your initiatives once again. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep you guys up here. Go ahead and roll your initiatives again. This one needs to go.
At 17.
20.
15.
Okay.
I'll
I'll ask for them. I'll ask for them in a minute. I'll ask for them in a
okay.
minute. Yeah. So I just need to get rid of that turn order really quick. All right. And we are going to reveal the creature. You watch as Mrs. Claus changes shape and form. Her clothing, her body, everything shifts,
Bathroom.
and a wild and crazy beast is shown before you. We're going to get you guys into turn order now. Okay, 25 to 20.
That'd be Baron.
Baron?
Yeah, I rolled 20.
All right. 20 to 15.
That'd be me and Nick.
Yeah, I
I
rolled
had
15.
And your ranger at 14.
Ranger had 14.
Yeah.
Who had 15?
Me, Nick.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
Cram had 17.
Had 17. All right. And the battle will begin with a blast from Nick Kringle. Go ahead and roll that damage. And I will get this going.
Excuse me.
So, 5 points of damage.
Yes, 5 points of cold damage if that matters.
All right. Cold damage. Done. Nick Kringle, you're first. What are you doing? Or not Nick Kringle. Clausius, you're first. Go.
How big is this box?
The box, it's that big. What you see is how big it is. So
Can I
it's bigger
lift
than
that?
you. You could try. It's gonna be difficult because it's full to the brim with coal.
Alright, so I am going to try to lift that box and hurl it at the monster.
All right, go ahead and we'll make a strength check.
16.
16. Yeah, you go to try and lift this box up, and you lift it a little bit, and you're trying really hard. Veins are popping out of your head, and it's too heavy. It falls back to the ground.
Alright, then I'm just gonna rush in and try and hit it then.
All right. So we've got action. Okay. Yeah, go for it.
$21.
21. Yes, that is going to hit.
15.
15 points of damage. Jeez. 15 points of damage. All right. You sink that blade into it. It slams into its shoulder, and you watch as it screams. It's writhing about. It's a tall, thin, almost Wendigo-looking creature. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
Cram.
God.
I'm going to take my action and shoot it with my light crossbow.
All right, go for it.
$20 together.
20. Yeah, that hits.
$7.
7 points of piercing damage. All right. 7. All right. You doing anything else?
I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Stay where you're at. All right. It's the creature's turn. It's going to stand upright and face Nick Kringle.
What's the matter, Mr. Claus? Don't you like me?
And it's going to attempt to attack you, Nick Kringle. It's going to reach out with its tentacles as you watch thousands of those tiny thread-like tendrils sprout forth from its fingertips and form into and coalesce into tentacles, and it will slap and reach at you. That is going to be 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
All right. The tentacle wraps around your arm with 6 points of poison damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I lose consciousness.
Oh no.
Oh no. Nick Kringle drops to the ground. The tentacle releases him, and then it turns its attention to Clausius. So, Nick Kringle is on the ground. Oh, there we go. And we're gonna go ahead and make a death saving throw. $11, 1 pass. Elfie, what are you doing? Nick Kringle has just fallen to the ground. Elfie? Did we lose him? Alright. We're gonna have Elfie make a ranged attack. He's gonna step back 1 and take a ranged attack. I need to get over to his character sheet really quick. Campaign. Elfie. You. We'll give him a chance to come back in a moment. He's just gonna attack with that longbow really quick. It's going to be a 15 to hit. That's going to hit. And he will do 1d8 plus 3. Ooh, 11 points of piercing damage. The arrow sinks in from over your shoulder, Clausius. And it lets out another scream. Clausius, it is your turn. Hello?
Alright, I am going
Oh.
to, I'm gonna hit it again with the big ass axe.
You want to rage?
Yeah, we're gonna rage, and then I'm gonna hit
Yeah?
it with the giant
Alright.
fucking axe.
So we are now raging. Okay. Awesome. Go ahead and hit it with that axe.
18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
14.
14 points of slashing damage. 14. All right. You doing anything else?
+2 from the rage, by the way, so.
Plus 2 from
16.
the rage, so 16 points of damage.
And then I'm gonna get even more pissed. I'm gonna get even more pissed. I'm gonna fucking frenzy.
All right, frenzied. You watch as Clausius just lets out another battle cry and gets even angrier. He now looks like he'll be able
I'm
to handle
so
anything.
fucking tired of the North Pole.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Cram, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run up, and
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Spare the Dying, because thankfully, since he's at 0, it stabilizes him.
Yes. He does not have to make death saving throws anymore. It is stabilized. He is good to go. All right. You doing anything else?
Only thing I can do would be, as a bonus action, cast that, bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon. I'm gonna put it, like, right in front of the creature to block, from getting Nick.
Okay, so you wanna put it like basically on top of Nick.
I basically want to have it as, like, a shield in front of Nick.
All right. Yeah. I'll allow it. So that goes down in front of Nick. I'm gonna give you control of it. There you go. Anything else?
No, that's all I can do.
All right. The creature is going to turn towards you, Clausius, and please help me save Christmas. And it's going to attack you. It's going to lunge out and attempt to bite you. 19 to hit. Yeah, that definitely hits. All right. It's going to be 9 points of piercing damage, reduced to half. So you're going to take 4 points of piercing damage. And it is going to move 5, 10, 15.
I'm gonna attack of opportunity
20.
that motherfucker.
Yeah, go for it.
Um,
I think both Cram and you can make an attack of opportunity.
oh, I hit the wrong one. I need to hit the. I still need to hit it. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to try and hit it.
12.
So 21 will hit.
And 12 from me.
12 is just shy. You miss. It dodges out of the way before you're able to strike it. So the 20 will hit.
Yeah, the 21 will hit, and I rolled 4 plus 3, so 7.
7 points of damage. All right. Okay. And it's going to end its turn there. Which will bring us to Nick Kringle. You are stabilized, so there's not really much else you can do. It's going to bring us to Elfie. Elfie, are you back? Oh no.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas or something.
Is he muted? Is he AFK? Where is he?
I think he ran to
Words.
Oh,
Discord's
there we
giving me issues
go.
right now.
Ah, there he is. He's back. All right, cool. It's your turn, Elfie. What are you doing?
Okay.
The creature ran over to you. It's targeting you now.
All right, we're going to try and stab. Natural 20 plus 5. Nice.
Jeez, 25, natural 20. Man.
Alright. 2d6 plus 3. 9
Yeah.
damage.
9 points of damage.
I'll have the swarm attempt to move it up to 15 feet horizontally, so toward Clausius. So you
Toward
need to make a
Clausius.
strength save.
All right, it needs to make a strength save.
Yeah.
Okay. Strength save coming in. Oh my god. So it gets pulled over here towards Clausius.
Yeah. The
All
swarm
right.
just comes off the clothes, grabs, and pulls it toward Clausius.
Thousands of tiny bugs just grab and pull him over there. All right. Anything else?
How many bonus actions clear this? Damn it. That'll be the end of my turn.
All right. That's gonna bring us back to Clausius. What are you doing?
I'm gonna hit him fucking twice with this great axe.
Okay. Frenzied attack.
Yeah.
All right,
so
go
this
for it.
first one is 6.
6. That's gonna miss.
The second one is 8.
8. Both of them miss.
Son of a bitch!
The creature was pulled over to you and it began flailing, trying to knock the bugs off of it. And as it began to flail, it bumped you a couple of times mid-swing. So you weren't able to land a hit on it.
Goddamn bugs!
Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
All right. Cram. It's your turn.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at level 1 on Nick.
Cure Wounds, level 1. Go ahead and roll that hit point.
He gets 6.
6 hit points. Nick, you feel life burst back into you. And you see the half-orc standing above you. And a spectral weapon as well. You are back on your feet.
Look who decided to join the party again.
For my bonus, I'm going to move the spiritual weapon over here.
All right.
And I'm going to have it slam down on its head.
All right. Go ahead.
That's a 22 to hit.
22 to hit. Yeah, that'll
I
hit.
have reckless. It doesn't seem to have given
That's
it
8.
to me, man.
8
I've got
points.
frenzy and rage.
Bludgeoning damage. All right. Starting to look pretty rough. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
All right. Comes to the creature's turn. It's going to look around the room, realizing that it's not doing so well, and it will take the disengage action, and it is going to run, climbing up this wall. So now it is like spider climbing on the wall. It like latches onto the wall, and you watch it like rapidly climb up the wall. It turns around to face the two of you, and it's going to let out another scream as it begins to move around the wall. It's going to move. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So this is about as far as it can get.
I'll consider your
It's
defense
in the
attack with fierce
corner
desperation. Make your first attack
of
on
the
turn. You
wall
decide
and
to
the
attack
ceiling
recklessly.
above
Doing so
Elfie
gives
right
you
now.
advantage on melee attacks.
Nick Kringle, what are you doing?
Oh, it's a standard ability.
Chaotic, are you there? Oh no, did we lose Chaotic? Yeah, I think we lost Chaotic. It's okay. Nick is going to stand up and move behind this box over here. He's gonna kind of get behind the box and get himself into some cover. And let's see, what is he gonna do? Nick is probably going to cast an ice knife.
If he's
Sorry.
there now.
Yeah, it's been working really well, so I think he's probably going to do that. Let's see, can he? Yeah. Oh no! So he's used it twice. And I don't think he's used anything else. I think that's all he's used. Yeah. So he's going to cast it. Ice Knife. Here we go.
Yikes.
Oh my god. 7. Yeah. Nick is still pretty beat up from being down, so he doesn't manage to hit with that Ice Knife. Elfie,
Hi, Leah.
what are you doing?
Morning.
All right, we are. Hello, words.
Yep.
Is it coming through? Okay, we're good. Okay, good. We are going to hit it with a bow. It's up on our wall, so this is gonna be great for me.
Oh, it's okay,
Hopefully.
Chaotic.
21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. Come on. Grab the D8. 10 damage, and I'm gonna need another strength save on him.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, and another strength save.
Yep.
That's gonna be a 21.
Fuck. DC 11.
Yeah, this time it manages to smash and claw and rake at all the bugs that are trying to pull it, and it is unaffected. Doing anything else?
Okay, do we have anything that's a bonus action? Nope, but I will for the next round cast Hail of Thorns for my next attack.
That's what you're gonna do next round?
I will prep a Hail of Thorns for
Oh,
the next round.
I see. Okay. Clausius.
I am going to hurl 2 javelins at this son of a bitch.
Oh shit. Alright, yeah. Throw your javelins.
15,
Yeah, 15 will hit.
7. Do I get the
7 will
bonus
not.
from the range then? No, it's only melee.
Yeah.
So
It
7.
should automatically do it for you. So 7, no. Doesn't hit. The 15 hits. Roll damage for the 1 javelin.
I
Clausius
did
pulls
se-
out 2
no,
javelins.
the 7 was the damage. I rolled hit,
Oh,
then damage.
7
yeah.
was the damage. Yeah. So I think it's only melee that you get that
Yeah.
bonus 2 for. So
So
7
second
points of
javelin
damage.
is 19.
Yeah, 19 is gonna hit, and you watch as this first javelin enters into the body. You stick it right into the shoulder. It's kind of like looking up at you, so it comes in from like as if it came from above it and went straight through its shoulder and down into its like chest and torso. So it's sticking out of its shoulder now. The second attack.
It's 19 and then 9 for damage.
Yeah, you let loose this javelin and it goes straight through the forehead of this creature, down through the spine. You hear the cracking of bones as it passes through the body, and it will drop to the ground off of the wall and fall lifeless on the ground.
I hate Christmas.
The battle is over. Nick Kringle is hurt, but alive. And the rest of you are severely tormented for Christmas. For the rest of your lives.
I'm sure I'll get over it.
I hate this fucking holiday now.
Fuck Christmas.
All that's left to do is save Christmas.
Get me to my sleigh.
You sure you
You're all
want to do
gonna
this?
Wait.
You know what it means, right? Like you end up being able to be the fat guy. do all the work for a bunch of ungrateful little bastards.
It's been done, Clausius. It's been decided.
You could lose the K. Who really needs Christmas?
All of you. That's why we did this in the first place, remember?
No, I did this for the presents. There's a slight difference.
You'll get yours.
Holiday.
Let's give Nick some help. And get this back on track.
Well, he definitely needs elves. You two look the part.
Clausius, you are not running away from this.
You got roped into this as much as we did.
Oh, he's going to run. I don't think you can stop him. But I appreciate the thought.
Listen, you
And so you
got
all
this.
make your way over to Santa's sleigh. Clausius clutching the key to the sleigh. And the rest of you wondering what the hell's gonna happen to Nick Kringle once he becomes Santa.
Clausius, before I can never use these types of words again, fuck you, you little shit. You're an asshole.
Notice
You're
you
a
can't
greedy
curse
fucker.
like that.
What do you mean? I'm not greedy at all. I came all this way to help save Christmas.
You came all the way to rob Christmas. Don't lie, you little
Well,
shit.
I didn't. There's no proof of that.
I heard you verbally say so. What do you mean?
Listen, Santa doesn't hold grudges. That's not how this works.
Let's find out.
I'm pretty sure that's what the naughty list is.
Expect a bunch of coal, you little fuck.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll play with my
At least- Look, at least he'll know it comes from a place of love.
Will I? Will I really? No, I'm kidding.
Totally.
It's fine.
100%.
Listen, I don't hold it against you. I know that you are what you are because of everything you've seen and done. And it's fine.
I think we should get a move on before these Yeti decide that they don't want to, help.
Ha!
Good luck without the snowballs.
You'll see.
I'm just pretty sure we killed the guy with the magic snow coats.
I'm pretty sure you're underestimating Christmas magic.
And I'm
And
pretty
to the rest of you, Merry fucking Christmas.
Clausius, Nick Kringle climbs into the sleigh, pulls the key out, and finds a little keyhole inside of the sleigh. He inserts the key and turns it. Magic begins to burst forth out of the sleigh, and it coalesces around Nick Kringle in the form of a snow flurry. It circles him and circles him and circles him, and slowly his clothes begin to change. Big black boots with golden buckles, white puffs around the ankles, red pants, all the classic signs of Santa Claus. As it transforms him, a big bushy white beard, more bushy and more magnificent than Clausius is himself, begins to form. The hat, the sack, the clothes, the whole thing is there. The only thing that hasn't changed is that Nick Kringle is sickly thin, and always will be.
I smile. There's a bit of redness to my cheeks now. And I look over at them, give them each a curt nod.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look over at the tree, shake my head, and extend my hand towards the tree. And I summon the cold of the North Pole to put out the damn fire.
You watch as snow flurries begin to come up off of the ground and circle around the tree, each one of them targeting the flames and snuffing them out. It's a magical sight. Clausius, your handiwork has been thwarted.
way.
I
think
smile
one-
again.
I was gonna say, I think it might be best we give the man a hand.
I shake my head. And I say, ho, 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 ho. I don't think that'll be necessary. And then I tap the sleigh twice. And I say, now, Dancer! Go, Prancer and Vixen! On Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen! To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall! Now dash away! Dash away! Dash away all!
You watch as the Yetis look at him confused. One of them speaks up and says, "That's not my name."
It is now!
Santa says, Santa says. And they all begin to run at full speed, bounding, and they all take one big giant leap as the sleigh lifts up off the ground and flies into the air. You watch it fly away into the distance.
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas!
And so ends our adventure.
I hate Christmas.
Agreed.